Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Well, we had fun in week three. 7 games decided in the final 2.5 of regulation, and we had 9 non-offensive touchdowns. And since we did, we figured we'd just show every single one of them to close out the show. The best offense is a good defense, not late to the flag. You heard Jason Garrett say it 50 times today.
This is just poetry of marketing. Look at all these touchdowns. I mean, defense, special teams. This is what it's like. And look at Minnesota. They're dominating.
Ken, welcome in. Debbie, Doug, good to see you.
Another one late to the flat, JG. All right, Jamel Dean gets the pick. And then of all these non-offensive touchdowns, the Jets are the only team to do it not win. Some Jets like.
Last 10 years, you win 75% of your games. One of these plays. Look at this guy.
Hello, Mandy. Welcome in. Fans of Green Bay Packers, welcome in.
And score. Well-coached teams. Well-coached teams, right? And then punt returns. This changes the game. You flip the field and you say, hold on, not a flip the field. I'm going to get 6.
Hey, Jalen Lane, rookie from Bots Tech. Way to go. And then another one here in Seattle.
Second possession of the game.
Horton had a day and a touchdown catch. Had this right here. Also, Seattle had a block punt where they dropped the ball trying to get it in there. Those are rookies, too. Guys, before we get the picks, I just wanted to make sure.
They're getting ready to pick it out here.
On the plastic grass in Minneapolis, a week 2 showdown of young quarterbacks inspired a preponderance of overconfidence. A Hall of Famers, winners, experts, all but one boarded the Viking ship. Only Hotlanta's Maria believed in the Falcons' rise to a road victory.
Well, Atlanta didn't do anything today.
Nothing to say in week 3 about the Falcons, but we did. Sunday Night Football when we're in prime time. All right, tonight's picks are brought to you by Verizon America. 60% of you are.
Everybody's on Kansas City.
This might be meme worthy yet again. We're all going with the Chiefs. We need Rodney today.
Everybody's on the Chiefs. Kolya, hello. Welcome in.
It's just hard to pick the Giants at the bottom line here. But if the Giants front four with their 4 first-round picks can get to Mahomes and they don't have to blitz, watch out.
I think the difference is this Chiefs defense is going to be a lot better than what the Giants saw last week in Dallas.
2 words. Isaiah Pacheco. Okay. Dallas going tonight going. They're going to run the ball.
Eli, welcome in. Monarch Miracles, Matt, welcome in. Good to see you guys.
Looking for their first win.
Our screen will change at the start of the game. Our screen will change at the start of the game. I wonder if I should turn on the AC for a little bit in here. It's warm.
Spanish language audio provided by Telemundo Deportes. Or watch tonight's game in Spanish on Universo. There's only one thing better than finding yourself in a tent out here. Finding yourself in a tent in here. The Bob Bill tent sale has been extended all month long. Save $10,000 on a 2025 F-150. Now just $42,130. Plus rates as low as 0.9%. Come see us. Baltimore. Our time is now. More grit.
Helen Bryant, welcome into the channel. Thank you for joining tonight.
This is Ravens football. Let's go, Ravens.
Our screen will change once this game starts. Right now, in the background over here. Yeah, ain't a lot going on. Patty Nielsen. Hey, Patty, welcome in. Great to see you. I guess I should get up the poll, huh?
Dr. Mark Hungerford leads Mercy's joint replacement team. Among the first.
Let me put up the poll for you.
Knee replacement. Home of the Maryland Spine Center, an expert team treating spine injuries and disorders. Neurosurgical options with state-of-the-art technology. The Institute for Foot and Ankle Reconstruction, pioneering innovative treatments, offering programs for shoulder, elbow, hand surgery, and interventional pain. Sports medicine serving athletes and active adults. The quality of Mercy. Darkness there, and nothing more. The Ravens host the Lions on Monday, September 22nd, as darkness falls on the bank. The team will wear their all-black uniforms, and the flock is encouraged to match the team by wearing black to the game. The primetime matchup will also feature a halftime performance by Good Charlotte, and all fans will receive a wristband upon entry that will light up when the lights go out. Visit BaltimoreRavens.com/tickets and go dark on Monday night. There's only one thing better than
TBE Trucking, welcome in. Good to see you, buddy.
The Bob Bell Tent Sale has been extended all month long. Save $7,500 on a 2025 Explorer. Now just $42,895, plus rates as low as 0.9%. Come see us.
Watch WDAL TV 11 News now at 7.
The Sunday Night Anthem is presented by Geico. Get more with Geico.
A perfect Sunday night for football.
It's time to go to work.
Let's go.
Let's press together.
Oliver Garrett, welcome in. Rob Fuzz, welcome in to the show.
Hoo-ah!
I don't know. The Chiefs should win this game, I think, Rob. We'll see. John Emanuel, good to see you. There you go, Rob. Gamer Girl, welcome in. Rob says the Giants showed great potential last week. Well, yeah.
What a shot on this final night of summer in New York City and across the river on the Jersey side. Mid-60s and clear at MetLife Stadium, the home of the New York Football Giants.
Oh, let me help you, Mods.
Super Bowl on this field. Russell Wilson tonight facing three-time champion Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs on NBC's Sunday Night Football. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth, Melissa Stark down on the field. Kansas City, they're the it team of the National Football League. Super Bowl 5 of the last 6 seasons. All the buzz around the celebrity feel of the Chiefs. But Chris, a little reality. 0-2 start for the first time in a decade. What's the issue?
Well, you want them all?
You go.
They're right. Their wide receivers are out. They've been playing good teams. They can't score in the red zone. Blah blah blah. It's all been there, right? But simply, it hasn't looked like the Kansas City Chiefs on offense yet. Mahomes needs a little help out there on the field, and there are no excuses. They cannot lose to the New York Giants tonight.
The Giants are 0-2.
All right, waiting for this to get going.
But against Dallas, overtime loss, exciting game. Chris, we started to see some of the talent that are in those blue uniforms.
We really did. Russell Wilson, the moon ball was back. He was throwing it all over. Malik Neighbors was tremendous.
Mr. Thibodeau, welcome in.
They have to put Patrick Mahomes on the ground.
Tampa Bay is beating Boston 3-0. That's a good thing.
It is the home opener, and that, plus the Chiefs, the equation brings you a lot of excitement here in New Jersey. It's the Giants and the Chiefs next for you on Sunday Night Football.
Sunday Night Football is brought to you by Hyundai. Welcome to more in the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid.
What is it that makes an SUV extraordinary? Well, hang on, Parker. What are you doing?
Is it the capability to tackle absurd obstacles?
Oh, now what?
Is it being stylish and twerky enough? Or is it about how many lovable pets it holds comfortable?
Oh, who doesn't love dogs?
What about putting safety first?
Okay, that's smart.
What if it's all of that and more?
Well, it's got to be the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid.
It's the DraftKings Week 3 Sunday Night Football preview with the Giants hosting the Chiefs.
Jay, Kansas City has been this decade's dynasty, looking to regain their identity, while the Giants are still hashing out their new identity. Feels like a matchup primed for prime time.
And there's no better way to complement an early season clash like this than with DraftKings, the place to bet on touchdowns this season. New customers bet $5, get $200
Oh boy, here.
plus over $200 off Sunday NFL ticket by YouTube TV. Download the app and use the promo code when you sign up.
Uber Eats knows football's not about wins. It's about wings. Like these 10 free wings from Wingstop on Uber Eats right now. They play, you win. When football makes you hungry, get deals all season long on Uber Eats.
If you love to travel, count on a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and get access to over 1.
Waiting for this game. We're just about minutes away from getting this kickoff here. Probably like 2 minutes. Once we do, the screen will change.
Is it weird seeing yourself on TV?
It's my job, isn't it? To let people know that Geico's more than just savings.
Certainly have our cat's attention.
Wow. It is so.
Well, they just love great customer service.
Customer service. Right.
I don't get this excited for wet food. You know?
No.
Guys, he's right here.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Oh, well, oh.
We have a great one for you Sunday Night Football.
Time for Sunday Night Football. Get watching, get hungry, get game day deals all season on Uber Eats. Order now, and time for kickoff.
NBC Sports, celebrating its 20th season of Sunday Night Football, welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
The Giants, last team to play their home opener, just the second career game at MetLife for Patrick Mahomes.
Credits to him.
With our Melissa Stark.
Patrick, the first 0-2 start in your NFL career. What's been the mindset with the team this week?
Yeah, just attack the week. You know, we had a great week of practice. We had a great game plan. Now we're just going to go and attack this football game and try to win.
You lead the team in rushing. How do you get the rest of the offense going?
Just trusting the guys, man. They're putting in the work. They're ready to go out there and prove it, so let's go out there and do it.
You're facing a Giants team tonight that is full of talented pass rushers. What's the key to slowing them down?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a great challenge for us. I mean, what better night to do it on Sunday Night Football? Let's go out there and have some fun and try to find a way to win.
Thanks, Patrick.
Yeah, thank you.
There is a focused urgency all around Chiefs Kingdom, including retired Super Bowl champ Andy Reid, one of the 4 coaches in NFL history to win 300 or more games. Year 4 for Preston. Dable with 9 wins.
Oh.
Coach of the year in his first season with the Giants, but 9 wins since. Dable has a little Kansas City connection in his time as well, was the offensive coordinator before the Andy Reid regime took over in KC.
All right, here we go.
For the Giants, the last team to have their home opener, but there are plenty of Chiefs fans. Speaks to the national feel that this Chiefs organization and team has.
Thank you, too,
Become familiar with
Jason Thibodeau, for blessing myself and Preston, the channel. Reed got membership because of it. Thank you. Dave's Disney Dreaming House. Thank you, Jason. Constantly supporting us, man. I appreciate you. Our screen's going to change in 1 minute. Waiting on the kickoff.
Sprinkled all the way through the building.
Road Warrior in the house.
Giants getting their game started.
Brandon Jacobs in there getting the team fired up.
Brandon Jacobs.
Can't understand the thing he's yelling about, but he's doing it. Frog in my throat. They need to find something better than the guy, somebody just screaming at him. Welcome in, PNW. Nice. Good for you.
Yeah. No doubt about it. So, Harrison Butker.
Harrison Butker going to kick it off.
Leonard Olszewski has done most of the returns. All these kickoffs with the new rule, these dirty kicks where the ball bounces and comes at odd angles. You need two good return men, so Devin Singletary, the other one back for the Giants. Somebody's going to get in the win column unless we end up with a tie.
Here comes the kick.
See if it's the Chiefs or the Giants. And off we go from that life. Singletary over to get it.
Singletary at the 8, out to the 20, 25, 30, tackled at the 32. Giants offense will begin right there. No, PNW, I'm focused on what I'm streaming, my brother. Sorry about that. Alv, welcome in.
Johnson, Penn State, Andrew Thomas, John Ryan, Michigan, John Michael Schmitz, Minnesota, Greg Van Roden, and Quaker.
Sonny Thompson, what's up?
Big story for the Giants is that
What's up, Sonny Thompson?
The return of their left tackle, Andrew Thomas, number 4 overall pick. He's been out since week 6 of last year with foot surgery. There's a question if he was going to go right up until late yesterday, and he will start for the Giants.
Shotgun formation. Single back set. Handoff, off tackle. Tracy, short run, nothing.
Forward for a yard and no more. It is Russell Wilson's third start for the Giants, and his second highest passing yard total of his long career, 450 at Dallas last Sunday. This is the 4th team now for Wilson, third in the last 3 years, and as we alluded to on this field, that won the Super Bowl here with the Seahawks.
Yeah, that was a big comeback there, Alvy. Absolutely. Second and nine. Handoff again. Tracy. Spin move. First down. Giants.
Tracy out of Purdue.
Job right up front here. That's John Michael Schmitz, the center, who's going to just get out in front of this thing. Little unusual backfield, that inverted wishbone. And Tracy comes out with a hot hand. And
let's see if that helps a little bit. Baker, hello. Hope you did well today. Dumps it underneath to Tracy. Short gain. Second down and 6 coming up.
Derek Knight, FSU, Chris Stone, Mississippi State, George Karlaftis, Purdue, Drew Tranquil, Notre Dame.
Huddled up for the Giants again. If you're brand new, hit that subscribe tonight. Say hello in the chat. We'd love to talk with you. As we always say when you come in,
let me talk to you.
Second down and 6. Handoff again. First down across midfield. Into Chiefs territory with that one.
But it is a first down for the Giants as we're trying to figure out, Chris, what Steve Spagnuolo has on that small card that has a lot of options on it.
Well, and so far what he's doing, because the New York Giants a week ago were bombs away, right? So now he's starting the game with 2 safeties.
First down and 10.
to try and run the football, and the Giants have answered that so far. So if he can get at least one of those safeties to walk down, help against the run, he has a chance.
Handoff, off tackle again. Tackled immediately. Gain of 1 yard at most. Second and 9.
Tranquil among those in there for this Kansas City.
Good deal. Good night, Chris. I know you had a long day. Thanks for stopping in. Glad you did well. Did okay for the first event. I'm glad.
Fit right in there and against the run. So when you get that 8th body down in there, there's no one to block him. Able to stop the run.
15 subscribers from 100. We're going to try to get there tonight. That's our minimum goal, 15. Shotgun formation, trips outside. Trips outside.
Against the Cowboys.
Scattaboo gets around the outside and a first down. First down, G-Men.
Don't feel badly. We've been watching this back in his college days and now in his NFL days as well. Cam Scattaboo getting his crowd fired up. It's really fun to watch him play.
First down and 10.
Anytime he can do that, Chris Jones off the field.
Bring back the Giants helmets. First down and 10. First and 10. Handoff, hitting the backfield. He's hit for a loss. Second down and 11 on that one.
Like, it's going to be interesting to see how Andrew Thomas, the left tackle, can hold up here early, right? I think, though, just having him in the lineup adds a little confidence to them. They're not afraid to come out and try and run the football here early in the game. I don't think he can go the whole game, maybe 25, 30 plays, but certainly a major.
Shotgun formation, second and 11. Second and 11. Handoff, pressure, underneath, dumps it off Scattaboo. Gets a couple yards. Third down and 7 coming up, 3rd and 7.
Yeah, I spoke to head coach Brian Dable in pregame warmups. He told me that he will be on a snap count. Didn't have a specific number. They just have to see how he holds up. I also spoke to Thomas pregame, and I asked, what's your big...
Third down and 7, 3rd and 7.
I have a really good defensive front. I have to be quick on my feet.
Keep an eye on him. We're also going to keep an eye on the place kicking situation for the Giants and Graham Gano, who has had a bit of a
ball on the Kansas City 32. Trips to the left. Handoff up the middle. Tackled at the 27. 4th down and 3 from the 28. Looks like they'll go for 3.
Giants are going to look to go for it here.
No, they're going to go. Wow.
How many times now in today's game when you see
they started going off the field and came back on?
It is because they've made the decision.
This is huge.
Fourth down. Certainly, at the very least, a hard count here. That in all likelihood, they are going for it.
4th and 3. 4th and 3. Going for it. Snap. Wilson throws. Knocked down. Kansas City knocked it down at the line. They're going to get the ball. How about that?
Chris Jones up front. The Chiefs stop the Giants on 4th down, and they get nothing out of this opening drive. So KC's defense, first. The Chiefs and Mahomes will get the ball at the 32.
T-Mobile has the best network.
Kansas City getting the ball at the 32.
To get the new iPhone 17 Pro on them. Hold on. Is this big enough? We should have music, lights, banners. I need to feel it. Get the most powerful iPhone ever on the best network. I should dance.
This is big at T.
What's up, Andy Chan? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Pro on us on the best network. No more coffee for Zoe.
Introducing Subway's new Fresh Fit menu.
Appreciate everybody being here tonight. Tell a friend about us. Let's get some people over here. Some new friends. Build it up. Rob, doing your team, brother. What's up? Welcome in. Rinser, good to see you. A lot of friends in here tonight. Ken's in here. Debbie and Baker, Doug, Debbie and Rob, Rinser. Andy's in the house. Good to see y'all.
Find our way. Choose to get lost again. We are the detourists. Before you have trust, let's go places. Don't you want to know? 'Cause I can feel your love.
Waiting for this commercial to be over here. Just about done.
Good is good enough for some, but not for you. Because you know there's nothing like traveling the world with the largest curated global hotel program.
Go back to that.
Place to land with the largest global airport lounge network. Nothing like having dining benefits at over 10,000 Resi restaurants. And
Kansas City Chiefs will have the ball on their own 28. First possession when we return.
For a life like no other, you need a card like no other. There's nothing like Platinum.
Sunday Night Football is brought to you by American Express. There's nothing like Platinum.
Good to see Sonny in here with us.
The NFL. Let's go places. By Walmart Plus, members get free delivery on more than groceries. And by Subway's Meal of the Day for only $6.99. 35 men have done it. Super Bowl winning quarterbacks. We got two of them here tonight. Both those guys still baseball in the background as well. Patrick Mahomes and Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson turned 30 this week. Takes over at the 28.
Mahomes running for his life. Gets a couple yards, 3 at most.
Wilson will gain up 4 yards at the 32-yard line.
It's not Wilson. He keeps saying Russell Wilson. It's not Wilson. It's Mahomes. Get yourself together, dude.
He said he's good with that, but that was before he turned 30, which was this week. It's enough. Stop.
Mahomes, who makes his 8th race, you see the numbers, the 123 rushing yards. It leads the team, which is kind of
I can't tease it. It won't let me. Play action. Look at the throw. Mahomes dumps it underneath. Pacheco with the catch. Short gain, 5 yards.
And the Giants put Mahomes and KC in third at about 3 yards.
And there is a different look here for the New York Giants in this game.
3rd down and 3. 3rd and 3.
One of their edge rushers, their top draft pick this year, basically playing inside linebacker right now because of all the injuries that they've had there.
3rd down and 3.
51 for the Giants, their number 3 overall pick.
3rd down and 3. Changing the play at the line. Look at the throw. Caught. Juju Smith-Schuster. First down.
First down!
Under Kelsey, so he goes to the second choice. It's why you run those double slants. You don't like the first one, or there's somebody clogging up the middle of it, the outside throw should be fairly easy.
Changing the play at the line again. Kansas City. Just shy of midfield. Handoff. Hunt on the run. Kadeem. Just a couple. 3 yards. 2nd down and 7.
Patrick Mahomes II, Texas Tech University. Isaiah Pacheco, Rutgers University. Hollywood Brown, Oklahoma. Tarquan Thornton, Baylor University. Juju Smith-Schuster, USC. Travis Kelce, Cleveland Heights, Ohio. Josh Simmons, Ohio State University. King Victor Muthia, BYU. Creed Humphrey, Oklahoma. Trey Smith, University of Tennessee. Juwan Taylor, Florida. They've still missed Xavier Worthy injured on the
2nd down and 7. 2nd and 7. Across the middle. Caught. Noah Gray at the 35-yard line. We got a flag on the play. It's coming back. Holding. Offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay it.
He is, and he's going against one of the absolute best in Brian Burns. Watch him come and dip underneath Simmons. Very few people have the ability to keep their power rush going and go underneath an offensive lineman like that. Nobody does it in this league better than Brian Burns. He is tremendous at turning that edge, and it's going to be quite...
2nd down and 17. 2nd down and 17.
A week ago in that game that they had there.
He's been very happy with the rookie's start.
Smith-Schuster again. He's got room. 1st down. All the way over. 17, 18 yards. What a catch and run. Thank you, Andy.
Gets the 1st down.
Mahomes up over the top, no look, and get the ball in the hands for Juju Smith-Schuster. And Mike, one of the things from watching some of the film of Kansas City this week is they need more plays like that, where Smith-Schuster makes some...
1st down and 10. 1st and 10.
Breaking tackles on the field the way we've seen them in the past.
Mahomes going down the field. Got a man. Incomplete. He caught it, but he was out of bounds. Thornton on the catch.
Couldn't do it against the Giants defense. K-Ball Thibodeau, Oregon. Sexy Dixie, Clemson. Roy Robertson-Harris, SGP Warriors. Brian Burns, Florida State. Fabio Carrique, Stanford. Swayze Bozeman, Tri-County Academy. Paulson Adebo, Stanford University. Drew Phillips, Kentucky. Tyler Newman, Minnesota. Vaughn Holland, University.
2nd down and 10 from the 47. 2nd and 10.
Debo and that secondary, those good pass rushers, they need to get better. Not under 10 yards allowed in the first two.
Quick out. Hollywood Brown, quick catch. 3rd down and 2. 3rd and 2.
Maybe a long yard here.
Like what we're seeing are some really tight formations out of the Kansas City Chiefs. And I think it's because of all the pass rushers that the Giants.
3rd down and 2.
So they want chip help from the backs, from the tight ends, even the wide receivers before they go out. And so far, that's been a good formula.
And they're the team that was so great at chipping guys over the last couple of years. That little advantage to give Mahomes an extra second. Officially 3rd and 2.
Handoff, Pacheco. Nope, it's Hunt. 1st down, Hunt. 1st down.
Chiefs move the chains at the 36. Already 10.5 minutes into this opening quarter.
So far, pretty methodical, right? We've seen the opportunity here for Patrick Mahomes to just sort of get this going. Now, the weird thing about the Chiefs this year, though, has been once they've gotten the ball down in the red zone, that's when they haven't been able to score touchdowns. It used to be that was the show, right? Yes. They would come down, all these trick plays and all the different things. So far this year, Mahomes has a 0 quarterback rating in the red zone.
You said that.
Shotgun, look at the throw. Mahomes pumps once, pumps twice. Was going to Kelsey underneath and threw it behind him.
It just hasn't looked like the Chiefs in the first.
2nd down and 10. 2nd down and 10.
I mean, there's nothing I can say about it. Here he comes right here. He's just going to turn around. I mean, that's on the playground, right? I mean, that one, 5th grade we were hitting that pass.
2nd down and 10.
Kelsey's been in the middle of a couple of key plays early on in this Kansas City season, including the bobble.
Kelsey in motion. Here's the play. Coming pressure. Gets it off down the field. Looking for Kelsey and underthrew him. 3rd and 10 coming.
And that's really what it's been. It's,
Kelsey should have stopped and let the guy run through him. It would have been PI.
Or not playing. Xavier Worthy out with the great speed. Rasheed Rice, who is that alternative guy inside. But it's been 3rd downs and red zone. It really
looks like we got a timeout coming here.
Here we go again on 3rd down.
Ollie, what's up? Timeout, Giants. Timeout, Giants.
So the Giants will call for a timeout. Chris, you mentioned Rasheed Rice, 3rd-year receiver out of SMU, suspended for the first 6 games of this season. It's 4 games last year. It has been that attempt to find those game-breaking receivers to set everything back up for the Chiefs offense. That plus the way defenses are playing them, and that wow factor just hasn't been there the last year plus.
Yeah, Xavier Worthy is the speed guy, right? He was the one to take the top off, stretch the defense, make them back up. And then it was Rasheed Rice and it was Travis Kelsey working underneath. That was the magic of this offense. But you take out half the receivers, you're not going to look the same. And it has not looked the same.
They'll tell you, in camp during the summer, things looked really good. They knew they weren't going to have Rice, but then Worthy getting hurt. The collision with Kelsey on the 3rd play of the season down in Brazil changed the fortune.
Shotgun, look at the throw. Gets it off. Incomplete. Hollywood Brown couldn't hold it. Wanted a flag and didn't get it. Field goal coming up.
Against the Chiefs, you have to win in man coverage, and that guy right there, Drew Phillips, with the only interception by a DB in this game, right on the money, gets his head around, gets the benefit of the doubt.
Yoo-hoo, welcome in.
Beautifully done.
Here's Butker for the kick.
A first quarter miss against Philly last week of 58 yards. This from 54.
From 54, Butker hooked it. Doink. Doink is in. He doinked it in.
Butker, 54.
Butker, 3-0. Chiefs. ESPN's thing is behind it. Usually they're right on top of that.
Yeah, that'll be all. Thanks.
Devin just ordered wings.
We're going to need bounty. Walmart Express delivery will get here in as fast as an hour. Everybody ready? We're about to go live.
5 and 2.
Oh, sorry. Anyone seen Devin? Where's Devin?
Thanks. You always have my back.
Okay, guys, Devin's here. Let's get ready.
Huh.
4, 3, 2.
Lila Rose, good evening. Great to see you.
A successful shindig doesn't happen by accident. Walmart Plus.
I still have yet to have her have my wings. I got to get them. Maybe tomorrow night. I got to make myself do that. I've been dying for good wings and some blue cheese.
Become a member who knows better with Walmart Plus.
Still have to work on a Sunday. Does it, though?
How about dogs?
Okay.
I brought Peyton Manning.
It's quitting time. Anything. Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL.
Great to see y'all here with us tonight.
All I know is I am on my way.
Yeah, I have no idea what this commercial is.
When will I get there? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. Where am I going? I don't know. What will I get? I ain't equipped to say. Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
This Adam is on WhatsApp. This Adam is not.
Welcome in, everybody. It's going to be a good one here tonight. I don't know if it's going to be high scoring.
This Adam got the update.
I'm beginning to think it's not going to be high scoring.
It's time for WhatsApp, Adam. The NFL is live in Ireland on NFL Network. And hear our stars come out in the morning.
That's right. Next week starts 9 a.m. games.
It's Sunday morning football.
Sunday morning football. Vikings and Steelers next Sunday. Vikings and Steelers from Ireland. I'll be doing it. Hope you'll be here.
You should see the underwear I'm wearing.
Tonight's 4K Skycam cover is delivered by Walmart Plus. Say hello, Chris.
Hello.
Hello. Andy's over there. Mike Black. Lynn's back here. Gang's always.
All right, here comes the kickoff. Giants getting the ball back.
Booth crew report for duty here at MetLife. Butker after the doink.
Here's the catch at the 5, 10, 15, kickoff to the 20, 25, out to the 30, 35, 36-yard line. They're going to start right there.
We watched Giants practice on Friday. Russell Wilson walked into the meeting. It's almost like, let me clear my throat and remind everybody what I've done in this game, because he felt pretty good after the performance against the Cowboys.
And he should. He was brilliant. 450 yards.
Nathaniel, welcome in.
On top of a week that didn't go very well against Washington, and some of the Jackson Dart stuff started sprinkling up.
First down and 10, first and 10.
And then, wham, Russell Wilson hit him with a big one, and that noise is quieted.
Shotgun, looking to throw, caught on the slant. Slayton on the catch, first down. Oh, they're going to mark it short. They're going to mark it 2nd and 1. Wow, they moved him back.
Russell Wilson, it's like, all right, we got out of Denver, and they basically told him either take this, let's get rid of the guarantees, or you're
2nd down and 1, 2nd and 1.
guarantees. He comes here, it wasn't good on opening day, and it was almost like he exhaled.
Yes.
After that game last week against Dallas.
Handoff, first down. Tracy for a short gain.
So after the long stretch in Seattle, obviously Super Bowl didn't end great, goes to Denver. But then that Pittsburgh year, Russell told us, I wanted to go somewhere where it was all about ball. And we know the Steelers' legacy and Mike Tomlin. That was almost like a cleanse for him. And then coming here, and they draft Jackson Dart. So there's a guy who's a first-round pick sitting in the wings. So that's why maybe that performance was a reminder for Russ to everybody else. I can still do this when I turn 37 in November.
First down and 10, first down and 10.
When he gets the deep ball going and he has the receivers to do it, it is pretty awesome.
Handoff, off tackle. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Giants fans, they're sitting back going, no, I want to see the young guy. I want to see the new guy. I want to see him now. It'll take time, but
That was an encouraging offensive performance, and Brian Daboll knows what he can do with Russell Wilson as his quarterback. And seeing some of that build last week was a big deal. Now, can they do it again against?
Probably, fans. You're right. Say that for every team. Absolutely.
Until the very last game, and that worked out okay.
You think?
Second down and 8. Second down and 8.
100 seconds left.
Pressure coming. Dumps it underneath Tracy. Got about 4.
Sideline, and Tracy is not getting up. He got hit hard, and the Chiefs athletic training staff over there.
And Tracy is down.
Make sure he stays stable for the moment until the Giants staff can come over and get a look at the back.
I'm going to turn on my AC. He got hit hard.
So look at Tyrone.
He got lit up.
Injured on that play.
There's going to be a timeout. Lone Wolf, what's up?
You know, what's better than a great touchdown? 5 great touchdowns.
Jamal Charles, coach, okay.
I see those are grown man touchdowns right there.
What is that supposed to mean? Grown man touchdowns. Tell me what it means, weird beard. You look like you about to give out the Gettysburg Address. You got a log cabin? With that stovepipe hat? What's the spread, Brian? Is it 4 scores?
Welcome in, Lone Wolf.
New customers bet $5 to get 200 instantly in bonus bets. Plus, over 200.
He was grabbing at his shoulder, laying on the ground, everybody. Grabbing at his shoulder. That's not good.
We got now.
Okay, Nate, it's just one time.
Taterhead, what's up?
Until we can go home, okay? No, that's too much teeth.
Nate, come on.
You gotta look at the camera, honey.
Nate, listen to your mother.
Buddy, look up, okay? No, that's
Yeah, we'll see what they say when they come back, whether he got up and walked it off or what have you, you know?
Tommy DeVito, backup Nate.
If only there were backups in real life.
Hey guys, follow me.
Tommy DeVito went from starting in the NFL to being in a Progressive commercial. That's all he's doing. That's messed up.
McDonald's is putting value back on the menu, which means make it a meal and save. Extra value meals are back. So now get a Big Mac meal for $8.
$8 for a Big Mac meal.
This can go the easy way or the hard way. I got this.
We are 16 subs from our goal for today. 16 away.
Lowe's knows Sundays hit different when you earn them.
When we come back, we got 3rd down and 5. They're just shy of midfield. Giants with the ball. Domini is back in. Hello, Roberto. Welcome in.
plenty of runtime, and it's even got turbo mode.
That's what they called me in college. You know they didn't. They called me a lot of things, different things.
I bet they did.
We'll take it.
We got a Sunday to earn. We hope you tackle that project by Saturday so you can earn your Sunday. Lowe's.
All right, here we are coming back in.
Get ready. Some big voice energy coming your way next tomorrow night. Brand new season of The Voice.
Welcome in, Paige.
NBC and Kickoff. Saw the athletic training staff.
They're holding his shoulder.
Athletic trainer Tyrone Tracy up. Ginger with that right arm that got sandwiched in there. And he went reaching for it right away.
3rd down and 5. 3rd and 5.
For the Giants at running back on 3rd and 5.
High snap, pressure, dumps it underneath. Scatteraboo gets hit right away, and he's done. 4th down. They were KC players flying everywhere on that one.
Try and get the ball out quickly here, but when you get that high snap, you have to hang on, and then the time.
They missed the face mask, that's for sure.
Was looking for the face mask. We saw it there in the replay. The Giants fans saw it on the big screen.
Are they going for it? They're going for it on 4th and 6.
To go for it for the moment.
Five, 4, 3. Nope, they're going to take the penalty for the kicking yards. Addie, welcome in. Thank you for being here, Addie. 5 yards, delay a game. They're just getting some kicking yards.
Scatteraboo, and you saw him as he turned around and got hit right away. He was looking for that call. Brian Daboll was unhappy about it on the sideline as well.
It definitely was a face mask. Reed in the tower. Hello. Welcome in.
Let the officials know about it. Giants were penalized a lot last week.
Here comes the punch. Giants going to punt here.
Get one in their favor there. They did not. So the lefty, Jamie Gillen, will kick it. Nico Remigio is back for KC.
Boom. There's the kick. Takes the Chiefs bounce out to like the 19-yard line. 18-yard line, maybe. Anybody new in here? Anybody new in here today? Say hello. We'd love to welcome you in. We'll stay here with you during the break. Hopefully they don't give us one on the screen. John, welcome in. Philly Mike, what's up? Is that right, Philly Mike? I hadn't heard that yet. Welcome in, per Adam Scheffler. Okay. Philly Mike in the house, everybody. Mm-hmm. All right, Philly Mike, you don't need to spam my chat. Welcome in, John. We're glad you're here. Is Kelly in what live? I don't know what you're asking.
In the last 13 years. Just get something positive though. A couple of division losses.
First down and 10. Handoff. Hunt gets the run again.
For about 3.5. That'll bring the first quarter to an end. The only points, a Kansas City field goal by Harrison Butker. After one here at MetLife, KC 3, the Giants.
Philly Mike, second request for me. Do not spam my chat. In this live? No, he's not, Addy. Paige is new. Welcome in, Paige. We're glad you're here.
He presents to you
Oops.
bacon top flambe.
Glad you're here. Commercial break here. End of the first quarter. That went by pretty quick.
I don't need special treatment. Run of the mill grilled cheese. Now we're talking. Yes, we are. Okay.
Get more savings and service. Get more.
Can't choose either team, so I just closed the poll. What's up, Tim? Welcome in.
Anything was possible. Like chatting with this guy, not that guy, this guy.
No problem, Addy. I just didn't know what you were asking. I just want to make sure I was clear. Kelly wouldn't be here. Kelly would be watching it privately in his home.
Where anything can happen. BetMGM. Make it legendary.
With Prime Big Deal Days coming October 7th and 8th, greatness is a deal away.
G Sky, what's up? G Sky, welcome in.
This Prime Big Deal Days.
Are you hiding from used car shopping? That's nothing to be afraid of.
Show me, Carfox.
Knowing how a car's accident history impacts price means you don't have to overpay.
Way better.
No fear, just Fox. They show me at Carfax.com. Week 3 concludes with Monday Night Football. Then Week 4 kicks off with Thursday Night Football. Stream games live on your mobile device with NFL Plus.
I hired 10 everyday Americans to come up with creative ads for these iconic brands.
We're spending millions of dollars. This is real money, real business. On with Jimmy Fallon, September 30th on NBC and Peacock.
Tonight's SNF sites.
G-Ski, stop spamming my chat. Thank you. Please stop.
In the world, on the great island of Manhattan. Keeps thinking 3-0. What were you laughing about?
Start of the second quarter coming up.
Everybody's thinking they're running around looking for Taylor Swift. First thing on the jump.
Lawrence Taylor's up there. Lawrence Taylor at the game.
Lawrence Taylor. They're playing Taylor Swift's song "Welcome to New York." And everybody's like, "Oh, is she here?" We haven't seen her. I don't think she's here. The Swifties, hang on. Hang with us through the night. Your favorite team. Mahomes sitting on the screen. There is Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt with the play out to the 30. Thank you.
Burns eventually mark them with that extra yardage out to the 32-yard line. KC first down.
And I think both these teams are trying to avoid having their quarterback sit too long in the pocket. I mean, this is a who's who of
First down and 10. Where is this kid that? Where is Pachenko? Why hasn't he been in the game for Kansas City? Patrick Mahomes is your crush. Okay. Hello. Everything good? Yeah. Did you have a good day? Slow. Okay. I don't know where Mahomes was throwing it there. Everything else right? No. Amber's not feeling good, just so you know. Yeah.
What happened here? Is it backwards on that pass by Mahomes?
Even if he caught it with a knee down, and then he threw the ball away, that ball should be free, right?
It was just like Pacheco stopped after the play. Chiefs are coming out quick.
Second down and 10.
See Pacheco, and it did bounce.
Second down and 10.
It's got to be at least an illegal forward pass, right, Jerry?
So, Chris, what they ruled was an incomplete forward pass, the very first one. So the play's over at that point. They can't create an illegal forward pass for what number 10 does. Now, what they can't do is fix it as a backward pass and get Kansas City the ball where it hits the ground.
Being challenged by New York and will be reviewed.
That makes sense.
All right, they're challenging this.
It makes plenty sense. Terry McCauley, by the way, our rules analyst, chiming in.
I'm not sure what they're going to come out with this right here.
Chevy makes America.
If anything, it could be a backwards pass, and then Pachenko was down, but he's down at the line of scrimmage, so it seems to me like it would all be the same. I don't know. We'll see when they come back and figure it out here. Theme Park Giant, hello. We got some good people in here tonight. The Theme Park Giant, great creator on his channel. We got Kenny G and Cakes. Those guys do the 927. That's pretty good. Do me a favor, Paige. Please do not put in all capitalization. You're welcome to be here at any age. If you're under the age of 18, please check with your parents before doing anything.
Oh, what's this? A fan has run out onto the field and he's not wearing pants.
Here's the Zippity Doo Doug commercial.
The control room censored it. Only pay for what you need.
Only pay for what you need.
This is the farmer's dog turkey. Apparently, this is also turkey. But only one actually looks like turkey. Since only one is gently cooked.
I'll be live later tonight doing Disney Insomniacs, late night Disney fun. Doug says he's not wearing pants.
But the best recipes call for so much more. Get 50% off your first box, available only at the...
Are we really just getting a commercial on here now?
98% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes.
Come on.
The defining film of a generation.
You know your last name?
Batman. DiCaprio and Batman after another rated R.
I guess you want my press badge back. Where'd you get that? I made it. Oh, then I might take it.
A great man once said you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Also an idiot I used to know.
Debbie says her too. Days Disney Dreams, and nobody's wearing pants.
The ball will be placed at the spot of recovery. Second down.
There you see the backwards pass. It's going to be a loss of 8, second and 18. And then the whistle blew ending the play there. So anything that happened after that doesn't become part of the...
All right, second down and 18.
So just the backward pass.
Second down and 18. I don't really care, Addy. I just want a good game. Trips right. Second and 18. Look at the throw. Mahomes gets it off, caught. We got flags down. What are the flags here? If it's illegal contact, that's a first down for Kansas City.
After second and long. for bailout for KC.
Illegal contact. Defense number 22. 5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty, automatic first down. I live in Maryland. I'm a Ravens fan and a Tampa Bay fan.
They will go down, and when they see a defense,
You'd like the Chiefs. Yeah, neither team here have won yet. They're both 0-2.
smash right into it. You see Travis Kelce do it all the time, and a lot of times they get that very call.
Under center, single back set. End around.
Nice job to take it.
Second down and 2 after the end around.
And Russell Wilson, who really had it going a week ago, has been contained so far. And I think that you have to start with Steve Spagnuolo and what he's done. He has played it back. He is not.
First down and 10. First down and 10. Trips to the left.
With those shorter, quicker throws.
Play action. Look at the throw. Mahomes running around trying to save his life right now. Now throws on a run. Caught. Smith-Schuster all the way down to the 32. First down at the 32.
27 on the game.
Mike, have you ever gone on Halloween in a maze before and you do like that and you're looking at mirrors and all of a sudden you finally escape and come out the other side and you go, oh, thank goodness the monsters are gone and all my friends are waiting way down the field.
Wow. What a play by Mahomes.
And it was all within the pocket.
First down and 10. Look at the throw again. Mahomes steps up, throwing on a run.
Before they hit, Mahomes so crafty, trying to throw flags over there.
ZM, welcome in. ZM.
But that was exactly what I was talking about.
Second down and 9. Mahomes just got 1 yard on that scramble.
You're in for a long night. They have the athletes up front. This is one of the most athletic front four pass rushing groups that there is anywhere in the NFL. You can't let number 15 run around like that for 6 or 7 seconds and beat you. That's how you get beat. Penalties.
Second down and 9. Play action again. Screen. Covered all up. Third down and 12 coming up now. Third down and 12.
Kayvon Thibodeau, I think he's looked great so far this year. I don't know if it's the wrestling stuff he did or what. But
Yeah, they had guys all over that. That was well defended by the Giants. Third down and 12. Third and 12.
One more page in his book to get after the quarterback.
Look at the throw. Pressure coming. Mahomes takes off running. We got flags down everywhere. We got a first down if it counts.
21-yard line. Let's check where that flag is back at the line of scrimmage. Early indication it's on KC.
Looks like it's on Kansas City.
Illegal formation.
Illegal formation. 5 yards. Third down and 17.
Juwan Taylor over the last couple of years. Very simple rule there, Chris. The belt line of the center. Everybody's got to break it. If you don't and you're off it, it's illegal formation.
It hasn't been so simple for Juwan Taylor. That's been an issue for a while now. That was a big play, too.
That was a big play taken off this. Hello, Josh. How are you? What is trash? Welcome in. Throws over the middle. Gray at the 30. 4th and 7. It's going to be a field goal attempt.
Mahomes takes little time and gives Butker a better look at it.
Field goal attempt coming up.
We've seen it game after game. When you try to rush Mahomes with 4, what do? Do you play to keep him in the box and squeeze him, or do you let these...
J.S. Friedman. Hello, Mr. Friedman. Not a Giants fan? Well, goodbye, Josh. Have a good day. Field goal is good.
Big draw on the last one.
Field goal is good. 6-0 Kansas City. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back here in just a minute.
Hello, everyone. It's Chris with Park Hopper Choppers. If you're headed down to Central Florida and you need a mobility scooter, give us a call, 407-989-9618. We can bring it right to your resort, right to the park, or right to your Airbnb, no problem. We were voted best mobility scooter rental in Central Florida by my mom. Give us a call.
Rob and Melanie Striffler by Dream Vacations is an authorized Disney vacation planner. Our travel agency's knowledge of Disney products has earned us the distinction of being named an authorized Disney vacation planner. We were given this special designation by Disney as a result of our agency's ongoing focus and commitment to planning customized, magical trips to Disney parks, Disney Cruise Line, and other Disney vacation destinations worldwide.
Dream Vacations by Rob and Mel do a great job. And can't say enough good things about Park Hopper Choppers, for sure. Why does my thing keep tying up here?
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks, like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well, qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing for 72 months in Silverado 1500 models.
Together, let's drive. This is the time when the best show what they're made of.
You got this.
No, well, can't get over there. They're over here.
October 1st on NBC and Peacock.
Welcome back to Football Night in America. Let's go to our new special tech coordinator.
You mean special teams? Nah, special tech, Chris. I got the team all prepped and ready to go. We got recovery tech, slushies. Wait, is that a switch too? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's really into the game. Don't worry. I'll take you guys out too.
Pull up that. Sorry, just making some changes on some of the analytics right here real quick. Dun, 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 dun.
It's not snowy, but it'll be a whiteout in State College. One of the best games of the year.
Oregon, Penn State on Saturday. That sounds like a fun game to watch.
We'll have it for you on NBC. No Eagle, Todd Flatfoot, Catherine Tappan. It's State College, so it's great seeing they have the whiteout. That's the indoor skiing you can do all year round. Right across the parking lot, by the way. Here, right adjacent to MetLife Stadium.
All right, let's get back at it here. Kicking off. Boom! Kansas City kicking off, taking it to 10, 15. Giants at the 20, 25. Tackled it to 27. They'll start there.
Thomas is back in the lineup for the Giants. Their left tackle. I know not a lot of people get excited about left tackles, but I do, so we're just going to go ahead and show this anyway. When he's back in the game, it's a different football team. You have one side of your pass protection secure. You have additional running space in there. And right now, he looks really good. Coming off that leg strength surgery, it has been a long time, 343 days since he played in the game. And so far, he looks terrific.
What's up, Chick? How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome into Wisconsin Badger, too. Wilson throws a wounded duck. Ball got hit. Incomplete.
You could almost anticipate their longest completion up to this point was 9 yards, and that's after bombing away a week ago. But this time, Jalen Watson came around on a corner blitz, and it's the thing you have to worry about when you're playing the Kansas City Chiefs.
Second down and 10. Second and 10.
More out of the secondary than any other team. Barna, any other team. And you see why. They have guys that know what they're doing, and they get there.
So Watson do that a lot against Philly.
Handoff, off tackle. Singletary, short run. Third down and about 7 coming up. 3rd and 7.
Kickoff, as you mentioned, that kicker Brandon No is questionable with a groin injury, has a wrap around that thigh. If he can't go, punter Jake Gillen will be handling all kicking duties. Gillen is also the holder, so if that is the case, Gunnar Olszewski will be the holder. And then as for running back Tyrone Tracy, we saw him coming off, grabbing that right shoulder in a lot of pain. He had his stability test, went immediately into the X-ray room. He is questionable to return.
3rd down and 7. 3rd and 7. Shotgun pressure coming at him. Wilson goes deep. Got a man. Intercepted at the 30. He threw into triple coverage. Solid return by Wallace. It'll be Kansas City ball.
One of the players there going to get in the rotation more, and Roland Wallace comes up with the INT.
Threw into triple coverage.
I think the Giants finally lost their patience. You're going to see it looks like it's going to be something. They had neighbors double teamed on the other side. But then as the ball was coming down, it was Wan'Dale Robinson who basically just drifted away. And instead, Roland Wallace attacked the
Nice play.
Got the pick.
Second one of his career.
Are they going to commercial break again? Good Lord. How many commercials we need to run? Wilson threw that one way high like he does. His moon balls. But it was into triple coverage. You can't do that. They're going to be across midfield starting in Giant territory.
Whether you think you can, or think you can't. You're right.
8:56 on the clock.
Craziest touchdown ever.
Tennessee Titans, Music City Miracle.
Like the snags, they start running like these double pumps. What does a play like that do to the locker room?
Where's everybody watching from tonight? What's your location for watching? What state, what country you watching from?
Yeah, because he's not going to say it's everything. Or if he did say it, he'll go.
New customers bet $5 to get $200 instantly in bonus bets, plus over $200 off NFL Sunday ticket.
Aye, aye, aye. Well, we're glad you're back, chick, Miss Ross. Hope life is doing well for you.
Now that's a heck of an option. Applebee's new ultimate trio.
Gamer girls watching from Maryland. Addie from the USA, Rob from the UK, Mandy from Ohio. Road Warrior, Kentucky. Calgary, Canada for Lila. Maryland Eastern Shore for Minnie. South Florida for Debbie.
Checking Allstate first was really smart.
Addie's from Orlando, Florida.
Not smart. Well, at least I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds.
Addie from Orlando.
Yeah.
Lowe's knows tackling projects now.
Riverside, California for Miss Ross.
We fly, Dave.
Waiting on this commercial.
It's even got turbo mode.
That's what they called me in college.
I bet they did.
Sunday Night Football is brought to you by Best Buy. Imagine that. By the Farmer's Dog Grill, food made fresh, delivered. By Liberty Mutual Insurance, only pay for what you need.
Rincer's in Daytona. Jason's in Louisiana. Dave's in North Florida. They're showing some of the high school games. All right, here we go. Shotgun. James Conrad is from Niles, Michigan. Welcome in, James. Shotgun calling for the ball. Handoff. Pacheco run for a gain of 8.
Work magic over the years. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, and so far tonight just has not been on the same page. That was something you don't see very often right there. Then they tried to set him up on a little semi-kick and roll down the boundary. And I don't know that Travis Kelce is number one target.
2nd and 2.
Right now.
Caught.
Pass complete to Tyquan Thornton.
Thornton on the catch. Gain of a couple. ZM's from Alabama.
Is a tremendous complimentary player. He helps with the blocking. He chips. He gets out. And when he gets somewhere around the 5 to 10 yard area and starts with all those little wiggle moves, and Mahomes knows exactly what he's going to do, he just picks apart defenses. And Unfortunately, they don't have the Xavier Worthy. They don't have the receiver.
Rod, welcome in. Rod is from Oregon. Welcome in, Rod. Thank you for joining the channel tonight. Play action, handoff, Pacheco again. Gain of 5 or 6.
Brings him down. And that's the other part of what Kansas City wants to establish, getting rushing yards from the running backs, not Mahomes' scrambles.
Yeah, Mahomes leads the...
Second down at about 4. Second and 4.
And the running backs are closer to about 3.5 yards per carry. So they really need to shift that burden over to Isaiah Pacheco, Green Hunt. Looks like they're trying.
Look at the throw. Dumps it underneath Kelsey. Inside the 20. First down. Kansas City.
So this is what they do really well. Watch the little pick over here, and here comes Kelsey across the field. When they're working in tight, short range, it's really hard to contain him. He's
Hello, Phil Collins. Welcome in.
one of those sort of magician receivers out there that has a way of getting open, and the tighter to the line of scrimmage they are, it seems like the more efficient they are.
Dumps it underneath, incomplete.
With Mahomes passing complete, Swayze Bozeman closing in on it. The Giants have a bunch of injuries at linebacker. And Bozeman, who's a chief for a few games last year, playing a big role here tonight.
Yeah, and these quick throws are not allowing some of these pass rushers to get going. Sexy Dexter Lawrence.
Thank you.
Trying. I mean, he has been exploding into the
Second down and 10. Second down and 10.
Just been so far, Mahomes has either escaped when they've gotten close or just gotten rid of it.
Quick out, Kelsey again. He didn't get anything.
For the second time tonight, thumbs up with a good play for the Giants.
He didn't get anything on that.
Third and long for KC.
Third down and 12. Third down and 12.
So what you'll see a lot are when they go wide here, they do that to create the one-on-one with the center right in the middle of the field. Try and get that single block on a dual Carter, but so far Mahomes has had an answer for it and a quick answer every time he's seen.
Third and 12.
So 2, third and 12.
Mahomes down the middle. Incomplete. Looks like they're going to have to go for a field goal again.
One of the reasons that Juwan Taylor does not like being right on the line of scrimmage is he needs some help. But this guy's coming off the edge. It can get a little embarrassing sometimes. Brian Burns has the ability with quickness to get around you or just simply run right through you.
Wow.
And he is a powerful guy. Already 3 sacks on the season.
He just ran right through that end. Field goal, ready, kick, up, and missed it. No good. Giants ball.
Giants defense steps up. Keep their good field position.
Wow. Giants will have it first and 10 at the 22 with 5:24 remaining when we come back. Hit that subscribe if you're new. Help us out. Constantly working to build our community. Rod, welcome in. Dun, dun.
Investing in your goals can go on reach. I've been there.
Just got to wait for them to come back now. Ugh. Tomorrow night, we're doing Detroit and the Ravens. Who's everybody got winning that game tomorrow between the Tigers and the Ravens? Who you got winning it? Put it in the chat. Detroit, Baltimore, Ravens, or Lions? Who you guys picking tomorrow? Ken's going to pick the Lions because he wants to be able to sleep safely tonight. I got to wait for this commercial to go through. Talk over the music here. Dodgers lost again, 3-1. Wow. Mariners beating up on the Stros again.
FX's Alien Earth is a remarkable achievement. A thrilling epic.
And we got a good mix. Ravens at home. Yeah, if they were there, I'd say Detroit myself. Mallory Anderson, welcome in. Go Chiefs. Welcome Mallory to the channel. Got a mixed bag in there right now.
And Manning's going to heave one. Oh, there's a flag. That comes flying and catch. How in the world? Oh, my goodness. Insane. How do you make that catch?
That was crazy, that Beckham catch. I'll never forget that.
I remember getting ready for a Monday night game when you said that. I'm like, come on. And he's right. That's the greatest catch you've ever seen.
Yes, and I still say it because I don't know how he got fouled.
First down and 10. First down and 10.
I don't care what kind of clothes he had on. Greatest catch ever.
Handoff. Scatterboo, gain of 5 or 6. Have a good night, Addy.
A bunch of catches and great catches. Travis Kelce.
Second down and 3. Second and 3.
We've seen them before kind of get heated there, but you can sense the frustration on both sides of that story.
Well, it's not their offense because they don't have their players running this offense on the outside. They don't have the skilled players they once had.
Handoff. Scatterboo, first down. Big run. Out to almost midfield.
2,300 yards of scrimmage last year, and he just provides juice to the team.
Neil, hello. Welcome in.
On the outside, they're running towards Andrew Thomas as well, and just creating some space now. But there's something about Scatterboo that sort of excites you, whether you're in practice. I mean, you can tell he's just talking trash. He's having fun. It's like a kid on the playground. He's 23 years old.
First down and 10. Trips to the right. Trying to load with 4. Quick underneath. Caught. Slayton. Short gain. Second and 6.
To me as an old school back saying, I always tell people I was born 20 years too late. He told me when he was younger he would fight with his brother.
Rower says, I'll just say the Lions.
Quite a bit bigger, and that taught him he shouldn't be scared of anybody, no matter what size.
Second down and 6. Second down and 6.
To be lower to the ground so I can use all my power when I hit somebody.
Can you imagine the amount of laundry detergent used on his jerseys over the years? Jersey always dirty. Tough player, plays with energy. Here he is.
Oh, big hit in the backfield. He lost a couple yards. Third down and 8. They were all over Scatterboo on that one.
He had an opportunity, but he cut back behind his own blocker. That's not good.
Lost a couple. Nick Bolton, Leo Chanel.
Third down and 8.
And Scatterboo, when he's in the huddle or getting ready to line up, he kind of shakes his head. I think he's almost talking to himself out there. Watch it, just kind of shake his head and say, hey, let's go. Made the all-Madden team.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
Third down and 8. Third and 8.
First down to this first half.
Shotgun, got to throw. Takes off running, dumps it to Scatterboo. First down, inside the 35, and we got a flag. What's the flag?
Illegal contact on the Chiefs. Guys will keep this one rolling.
Going to be on the Chiefs, not going to matter.
From Land Clark.
Illegal contact. Defense, number 20. Penalties decline. Result of the play is the first down.
Result of the play, first down.
Rookie Noel Williams.
We had a heavyweight championship fight going on the outside out there. You've got Andrew Thomas. You've got Chris Jones one-on-one. That one goes to Thomas. Brilliant play by Russell Wilson. I don't want to take anything away from that one. But Andrew Thomas, if they can just get it going a little bit, is really making a difference for the Giants up front.
Malik Neighbors, top is bringing for the Giants.
First down and 10. Handoff. Singletary, gain of 1. Second and 9. Second and 9.
Chris Jones, he has played all 24 of the Giants' snaps so far. And the big game record up front for the Chiefs. Break for the moment. 2-minute warning. Chris gives
2-minute warning. 2 minutes.
6-0 Kansas City. They say it works, Mr. Collinsworth.
Scatteroo does have skills, yeah. He was good in college. He's got that old school style to him. Here's that ridiculous ad.
Good to go. We're getting that trainer. Megan Trainer. I'm all about that race. About that race. No trouble. Give me your arm.
No, it's not for that.
Who are you?
Patrick, I play football.
This is Patrick, everyone. Give it up for Patrick. He does sports.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
Why is no one clapping?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm is there.
The office when the game's on is hard, but you aren't alone, as Bud Light is doing anything for the fans.
Yeah, please vote in the poll if you'd like. We'd love for you to do that.
And Lions wide receiver Jameson Williams did anything to find the end zone in his Week 2 matchup with the Bears. He scored on a 44-yard pass from quarterback Jared Goff and broke it down with teammate Khalif Raymond. Stock up for game day, Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL.
Oh, boy.
Ever since we told Jason Kelsey about NFL
Sunday ticket commercial here.
he hasn't stopped cheering. NFL Sunday Ticket month to month. Now join and cancel anytime.
Chipotle just dropped Build Your Own Chipotle.
A mini Chipotle experience at home feeds 4 to 6 people.
We have a lot of food here.
Lots of protein, rice, and beans.
Everybody can make whatever they want, and there's plenty to go around. Absolute game changer.
All right, when we come back here, 2nd and 9. 2-minute warning just hit. Game going by pretty quick.
Someone once said, whether you think you can,
The Falcons killed a lot of people.
you think you can't.
That was horrible. Look at that. Well, the other one is Cleveland coming out. I mean, that's a shocker, too. That took out a bunch of people. Both of those 2 games hurt a lot of people today.
Flight is our response to stress. And no matter the case,
Falcons are so up and down, man. Look at the way they came out and played on Sunday Night Football, and then they go up there and lay that egg.
A wild Sunday saw 5 more teams get to 3-0, including some history for Daniel Jones and the Colts. Michael.
You mentioned Daniel Jones for the Giants fans, didn't you, Maria? It's great to see Daniel Jones having success. James Dyke and the Colts off to a nice start. Here the Giants trying to get going.
Cleveland knocked out a lot of people out of the survivor pool, Jen. Cleveland and Charlotte, or whatever they're called. Carolina knocked out a ton of people. Ken and I were talking about that thing. Welcome in, Miss Monterey Molly. 2nd down and 9.
2nd and 9 here for Russell Wilson and the Giants.
I can tell you, if the Giants win this one, if the Giants win this game, you're going to see almost half the people gone out of that. Almost half the people would be gone if the Giants win this one.
I did exactly this. My hand got under the ball, and it got intercepted. That ball, I think, would have been an interception. If in fact, somebody been able to get there. But it was unbelievable. My hands were on the ground, and I literally couldn't catch it. It bounces, shoots up in the air, and the guy got it.
A lot of times that's what happens. Like the 3rd year I did that, Ken, 3rd down and 9. Wilson throws it down there, incomplete. Late flag. Oh, my God. The 3rd year that I did that thing, Ken, we had like 40-some people in it. 40, 45 in it, right? Personal foul. Roughing the passer, 15 yards, automatic first down. We had like 45 people in that thing. It's like the third year. Kansas City in week 1, not Kansas City, New England in week 1. They had just had a great year the year before. They have everybody returning. I forget who they were playing. I want to say it was the Jets. I think it was the Jets. They were playing the Jets in week 1. And of the 40-some people that were in this thing, including myself, like 37 of us picked the Patriots to win. Handoff, short run. Second down. 36 of us picked it out of like 44. There was 8 people left after week 1. First year doing Survivor, I was knocked out the first game. Second year, I was knocked out the second game. I haven't played since. Defense, number 95, 5-yard, automatic first down. But yet, at that rate, by the 18th year of playing it, you would win the whole thing.
One of these guys in here, and make sure they don't get off up to the linebacker so Nick Bolton could sneak through just like he did and make the play. And it's amazing.
That was crazy. It's happened.
Getting it, seeing it from depth.
Last year, we had 200 people in it, and there was a week that somebody took one team, and 86 people got knocked out on one team. I can't remember who it was last year. It was somebody. But it's the oddities like that. When you got a team that everybody thinks, oh, this is definitely going to happen. First and 10, Scattaboo up the middle. Touchdown, Giants.
Clap your hands!
7-6, field goal or extra point pending.
Inside by the tight end, Daniel Bellinger, and John Michael Schmitz with a good block. But the story in New York City right now is Cam Scattaboo. People are just having a blast watching this.
Minute 44 of the clock here. Minute 44 on the clock. Extra point is blocked. What the heck is going on today? I've seen more kicks blocked today than ever. The Chiefs knocked you out. Wow. How many blocked field goals and kicks have we seen today? I know of at least like 5 or 6. That's crazy.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to.
Let me check in on the Red Sox. Red Sox still losing 4-1. Red Sox still losing 4-1. That boy good.
You guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes. And only
If the man wants to be called Muhammad Ali, that's the man to call Muhammad Ali. That boy's good. All right, we got a 6-all game here. Nobody would have ever picked this score. Astros are losing 7-2. 7-2.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us on their guest box.
Bobby Tino. Welcome in, Bobby Tino. Anybody in here for the first time on our channel, say hello in the chat. If we haven't talked to you, I'd like to welcome you in. If you're coming into our house, we'd love to welcome you in.
We say game on. Because whatever goal you're heading for, together, we'll get there. New York ain't exactly known for its
Rinser says raise up right now, 4-2. 4-2 in that Red Sox game. Red Sox in the top of the 7th have 2 on and nobody out right now. Ray's got to try to hold on.
for the whiteouts at Penn State next. The Oregon Ducks, the Penn State Nittany Lions. It's all live on NBC and Peacock.
Your first time. Well, welcome in, Bobby. Hopefully you have a good time and hit that subscribe, my man. How is the Tonight Show on Sunday? Since when does that happen? Nico says, my Packers blew it, but at least the Brew Crew clinched. Congratulations on Milwaukee clinching. Here's the kick. At the 5, 10, 15, 20. Tackled at the 20 right there. Dropped.
Take over. Chris, let's go back to that blocked extra point.
Yeah, hit everything over here. First laces were back left-handed. That was a weird hold, and then went off the helmet, and then went off a hand, and that was a doink doink.
Helmet high block is that does say low kick.
If that would have hit one of the uprights, that would have been an all-time a triple doink.
All right, first down and 10. First and 10. Dumps it underneath, incomplete. Ready, same day. Welcome in. Or same D. Welcome in. Second down and 10 here. Second and 10. Eric Woodward. Hello. Welcome in. I guess so, Eric. I don't know what the heck happened down there today. That was horrendous. Second down and 10. Second and 10. Mahomes got the ball back. Wow. That was a backward pass. He's got to stop doing that stuff. He keeps throwing those backward passes. People aren't even paying attention.
So many quarterbacks would have done nothing here, right? He knew better than anybody. This is a backwards pass.
That was horrendous. That was horrible.
And all of a sudden, that thing is understood immediately, and he stole it.
Took it away from him.
It's a turnover created by Patrick Mahomes.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, he not only did he save the touchdown, but he also got...
So shouldn't it be first and 10 at the 6-yard line? Since it was a turnover?
For the second time. That's right. Second time like that.
And then he took it away from him?
We have seen the Kansas City Chiefs have been like the coolest team ever, right? In the clutch, when it matters most, those guys, they take a deep breath and they methodically go down the field and they win Super Bowls. And we've just seen it so many different times. And tonight is just further proof that they are unsettled. They just do not even look like the same team that we've seen over the last 5 or 6 years on offense.
Super Bowl.
Third down and 25.
It's just not the team we've seen for the last 4 or 5 years. I know it's early, but it's just not the same. Third and 25. They're going to run it. Get out of dodge here. The Giants have a timeout.
They run it.
So they will take it.
Giants will take their last timeout.
Minute 19 to go.
Minute 19 left in a half.
Field goals. They're just trying to get the ball in their hands.
And Mike, one thing we were double checking on here, but Bobby Okereke had that football. He did not have control of it, though, long enough for it to be a possession. And because I was thinking it might have been first down for Kansas City there, but it was not. And now,
here comes the punt.
Tremendous position. Their problem is they couldn't make a field goal, I don't think, and so they're either touchdown or bust at this point.
So kick it. Olszewski is back.
Boom, he gets it off.
The Chiefs were in the way, so there'll be interference with the opportunity to catch it. Olszewski blown up over there on the sideline, and another flag is thrown.
A late flag. We got a bunch of flags on a play.
We are in bizarre world here tonight.
Well, once the ball hit the Kansas City Chiefs player, that was a good decision by Oshevsky to go pick it up. But man, did he pay the price for that decision.
Interference with the opportunity to catch the kick. Kicking team number 2. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Wow, 15-yard penalty for that. That's a killer.
It's the gunner, Joshua Williams, who's down there. He'll march the ball all the way at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
They're almost in field goal range because of that.
Coaches in the NFL among the group of Chiefs coaches very frustrated with their team right now.
Mike, we have the backup Marcus Bowen at left tackle now for Andrew Thomas. Probably
first down and 10.
This is a big moment in the game right here.
Thomas works through his 26 snaps. Bowen, fifth round pick at Purdue, came in last week with James Hudson at Providence.
Chiefs showing pressure. Here they come. Wilson, wounded duck, incomplete. Daniel Berry, welcome in.
Yeah, and it's not that Bo doesn't have the ability to stay in front. It's these bull rushes. He ends up in front. And
Jessica Cruz, welcome in.
And the rusher, but that's not good enough. And I tell you, they are all over Malik Neighbors right now. I mean, they are just not going to let him beat them out here. You got to find a way to get the ball in his hands. He's so good running after the catch.
Showing pressure again, gets it off. Incomplete. Looking for Slayton.
Williams with the coverage flag where they were in contact.
Is it going to be pass interference again?
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 20. 15-yard penalty.
Wow. Face mask just gave him 15 yards. You just gave him a field goal. What are you grabbing the face mask for? That's just stupid.
A week ago, and here he is right off the snap, jumps in there and grabs that face mask.
Isaac McQueen, welcome in. I think you're way behind, Isaac. Might want to hit refresh. Handoff, Singletary.
23-yard line. John's on to get off. Quickly or timeout taken by Kansas City.
Interesting. So that was.
Why are they taking a timeout?
By Andy Reid. Well, here we go. Let's take a look at Malik Neighbors.
Why is Andy Reid taking a timeout there? What sense does that make?
Went crazy a week ago. 167 yards, 2 touchdowns, but everywhere he's gone, he's had a lot of company in red. They are basically taking those safeties.
I don't understand the timeout there.
Single coverage on the backside, which is why you saw Darius Slayton get that deep ball attempt. But they are not going to let Malik Neighbors beat them. This is sort of the old Bill Belichick, make them play left-handed with their star players and playing left-handed and left-footed tonight. With their
Second and 6. Coming
into the game, 9 for 167 against Dallas with 2 touchdowns. So Reed took the time, but he's got 2 left. See if he uses them all here. 2nd and 6 for Wilson and the Giants.
Big pressure coming. Wilson gets it off. Intercepted. Watson intercepts it.
Gets the ball back.
Big time play. You can't blame Russell Wilson for throwing this one. This was straight one-on-one coverage. Jalen Watson on the outside had no help whatsoever. The ball's up a little bit late. They were only on the 20-whatever yard line there, and then it was Watson who out-jumped Neighbors. Huge play in the game, and now Still enough time because of that timeout to do a little something with it.
49 seconds on the clock. They're going to try to do something with it. We'll see. They got the ball at what, the 20? They'd have to go a long way.
That's his first regular season game since the rookie year, 99.
Shotgun, look at the throw. Knocked down. That was horrible.
Burns came down a little awkwardly, and Brian Burns is shaken up.
That's big news. I think he's probably at least the second best player on this defense. He read this all the way. Such a clever player, and you could see just land.
Oh, he landed wrong. Ow. That hurt me even.
Burns who had a couple of sacks in that Washington game, one against Dallas, into the Pro Bowl a couple times.
So good. He really, he was in
Middle of the seventh, 4-3 raised. Middle of the seventh, 4-3 raised. Bottom of the eighth, 2 outs, 7-3 Mariners.
Games in the league. His team has only won 27 of those 100 games, so he hasn't been around to get the notice that you get when you're on a team that people are watching and talking about. Brian Daboll out there as well, as everybody's concerned with a 6'5" man out of Florida State.
But Mike, what this does now is it probably puts Abdul Carter on the edge, replacing Brian Burns, and then maybe Swayze Bowman back in at the linebacker position. So the sort of gimmicky way that they were able to get those 3 pass rushers on the field now taken away from them. That's exactly, I think, what they've done.
Yeah, Carter's on the edge, 51. Mahomes has nothing going.
Second down and 10, trips to the right.
For -2 yards and a backwards pass as well. His inside
Kelsey caught out to the 30.
30-yard line. Timeout taken.
Timeout taken.
Looks like KC has a first down here. Nope. Let's see. It was a timeout taken. So we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Oh, come on, don't go anywhere.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're also one of America's largest financial services companies.
They're only out to the 30. I mean, they would need 10, 20, 30, at least 30 yards to get in place for a shot.
Follow your dream. NFL quarterback. Kind of a niche skill set, but I believe in you. For your insurance and financial needs, Nationwide is on your side.
The clock started running again. They got that fixed and put back to 40 seconds. Patrick Mahomes, as we were going to break, was asking, is that a first down? He was told yes. However, with the time to look at it, they're going to bring it back with an expedited look via replay. And they'll reset the chains and all that stuff.
Looks like it'll be 2nd and 1.
Third down.
Stephanie Kramer, hello, welcome in.
Please reset to 42 seconds. 43 seconds.
Yeah, now more than ever, they're really going to need Dexter Lawrence with Brian Burns sitting over there on the sideline. Dexter Lawrence is one of the largest, most athletic human beings I have ever seen. Such a huge guy in there. And the way that you disrupt Patrick Mahomes, we know it from 2 Super Bowl losses. Get that pressure up the middle, run him in to those edge rushers on the outside. Run him into Kayvon Thibodeau. Run him into Abdul Carter. And make one of those kinds of plays, but it starts right up front with number 97.
All right, here we go. 3rd down and 1.
Reset that with replay, right? So is that a 10-second runoff, but the game's timeout can take care of that?
Yes, that's why they have to take their timeout. They take 10 down and then start them ready for play. Obviously, Kansas City doesn't want to do that, so they took their timeout after all.
Right. So the timeout they call is still their own timeout, except they don't have the first down. It's 30 short now.
3rd and 1.
That's a bizarre world here tonight. 3rd and 1. Coming up.
Handoff right up the middle.
Jersey native Pacheco get that.
Pacheco, they take another timeout.
It's 40 seconds to go. And it's a great sign for the Giants as Burns comes back.
Hatbox, what's up?
Rushers coming back.
Yeah, so did a lot of people. We were talking about that a few minutes ago. One of those weeks where everything goes crazy. Wow, Sunday Night Football. Packers at Cowboys. Oh, that'll be interesting. That will be interesting. First down and 10. Mahomes running to his right. Throws. Incomplete. Throw it down the field.
But Abdul Carter with that edge rush.
Yeah, because Brian Burns back in the game now, they can use Abdul Carter to spy in here, and then he could go chase Patrick Mahomes, which was what the plan was all along here today. You could see from the very beginning, they really wanted Carter to be that secondary rusher.
Mahomes 12 of 21 for 100 yards.
Mahomes down the field. If he'd have thrown it out there, he'd have went and got it.
It looked for a minute like it might have a chance. But first of all, you're going to have Thibodeau coming around and creating the pressure in the ball, maybe just a little behind, but great speed that time by Adebo to go get that one and break it up.
We're seeing the Giants' pass rush ability factor in to this game.
Shotgun. How is that not a false start? Oh, my God. Smith-Schuster dropped it in the middle of the field. Flag down.
Be on the Giants.
Illegal contact. 5 yards. Automatic first down.
Drew Phillips has had a good half otherwise. And this will keep the drive alive.
Take a look at John Taylor on the outside here first. He's got a couple of little quick movements right before the snap of the ball, and who wouldn't, right? You got Burns on the outside. There's the illegal contact, but not the end of the world because of the clock situation.
Trips to the right. Mahomes has time. Let loose. Let loose, Mahomes.
Launches it downfield. In the air.
And there's a flag. Oh, my God. Hollywood Brown got tackled down there. First down and 10 with 7 seconds. They could probably get one playoff. They might try to get one playoff here.
I think this throw is 70 yards. Almost.
It's close.
The thing is, if he lets them catch it, there's no way they can do anything. There's not enough time for them to get set.
Here we go again, and two different people are going to get a shot at it. They've got time, they've got pressure. There's 0 for 1. Now you got your speedster. We got him now. Abdul Carter, nope. And he loads up on that one, maybe not quite 70 yards, but a little Pythagorean theorem in there, maybe a triangle, the whole thing. But that was
First and 10 with 7 seconds. Mahomes sprinting incomplete. Now they'll kick a field goal.
4 seconds left. No receiver over there, but penalty a few yards away from where the throw.
Hit that subscribe. If you're new, jump in the chat, say hello, all that good stuff. We're going to be here for halftime.
That was big. It really was, especially with the kicking situation the Giants have. 3 points, hard to overcome by the Giants.
Field goal is good. Nine 6.
Kansas City on top by the score of 9-6. There's a little bit of conversation happening at the back end. Everybody gets separated there.
Mariners game is going to the bottom of the ninth.
This second half. One touchdown of the half scored by the Giants, who missed the extra point. And with KC leading by 3.
We're going to halftime. The clock is running for halftime there already.
Rhythm offensively and get in the end zone.
Yeah, that's a trick right now. We got to do a better job there just of getting the guys into rhythm. My responsibility, we'll work on that and get it done here.
And we've seen a lot of frustration and emotion from your key players, star players on the sideline. What's your message to the team?
That's okay. We need some juice, so that's good.
Awesome. Thanks, Andy.
That is Andy Reid. Been around it a long time.
The one thing I do love about Andy Reid, did you hear that there? He says, we got to get into rhythm. We got to do this. We got to do that. That's my fault. I like a coach that steps up and says, this is the way it is.
The history Daniel Jones made today on a wild Sunday in the NFL, filled with clutch performances.
We're going to listen in at halftime here. I'm going to turn off my air conditioner. I said it's cold. Want to hear these halftime stats.
Who leads the league in tackles?
All right, let me go and turn this AC off.
Everybody start to read my sexy tone for the rest of us. Look, Horn, I'm here to make you sleep. You may be the dog father, but I'm the jazz dad. Is that creepy? It sounds kind of creepy now that I said it out loud. The voice is playing creepy.
All right, see what's going on at the half here. You guys can see that Kansas City receives the ball at halftime, too.
And $500 more than CarMax for your
Red Sox and Rays are now in the top of the eighth. Top of the eighth over there.
From White Marsh Mall. Ravens wrap up on WPAL TV 11, your source for all things Ravens. You can't get enough of the privilege.
Why would they have a Ravens wrap up tonight? They haven't even played. You don't need to have that show tonight. What are you going to talk about?
Loader, mower, and
What else I got?
your weekend just met its match. Introducing the Weekend Warrior 1025R tractor package from Atlantic Tractor. Featuring the powerful John Deere 1025R, a 120-yard loader, and a 60D Auto Connect blower. All for just $270 a month with 0% financing for 84 months. Built to work, priced to move, ready when you are. At Atlantic Tractor, we live it.
You've been eyeing that Ford SUV for a while now. So why put off buying it when you can have it now? Fierce acceleration, the cutting edge tech.
Good night, Ken.
It's the ultimate.
Have a good night, sir.
Now's the time for a smart and capable Ford SUV. And now's the time.
Have a good night, sir.
To drive it. Get a Ford Explorer with 2.9 financing for 60 months or $1,500 cash back, or lease one for $499 a month.
Call Thompson Creek and get new windows.
Halftime.
In 3 days.
It's going to go by quick. We're already under 9 minutes.
We cut out the middleman to give you better prices and faster service. Skip the wait. Call now and get a free quote.
At Jones Bel Air Hyundai, you always win. Get a huge selection of new Hyundais and $500 more than CarMax for your trade. Plus, get Jones for a lifetime. Jones Bel Air Hyundai at Jones Junction, only 15 minutes from White Marsh Mall.
Baltimore's only news helicopter on WPAL TV 11.
All right, here comes your halftime report. We had some crazy games today.
Welcome to the Toyota Halftime. Let's go places.
Doug's dropping the stats in there. Philly was crazy.
You know he got up to 18 miles per hour on that run, Jason?
Maria, 330 pounds. He's like a bigger version of Derrick Henry.
Hey, listen, guys, we've got 6 teams that are 3-0, and we want to walk you through how they got there. Let's start with the Eagles overcoming that 19-point deficit at home against the Rams.
Eagles 3-0, and everyone has questions like, where's A.J. Brown? A.J. Brown's right here. Game on the wall. Tough catch, running through tackles. The guy's a stud, and he's making.
AJ Brown stepped up today.
Here is the icing on the cake. Game over, fourth down. Go-to players. Look at the Eagles go. Yeah, the Eagles. How about this?
Tampa Bay 3-0.
He's talking to everybody, but here, clutch time, Emeka Ibuka, the screen to Sterling Shepard, the Bucks, they throw screens, they throw bombs down the field, but my man right there, number 6, is as cool as they come.
How about the 49ers? The Niners are winning ugly.
Niners winning ugly. Yeah, I was about to say that.
Up and stout, making the big play for the defense, giving Mac Jones a chance, coming back the other way. Why not throw it to this guy, CMC? Not a lot in the run game, showed up big in the pass game, set up the game winner.
I don't know if there's a quarterback playing better than Justin Herbert right now. And it's not just in the pocket, moving up, breaking tackles. Keenan Allen, you're out there somewhere, aren't you? Touchdown. Oh, Justin Herbert.
Wow, that's pretty.
Oh, and here he is, the man, the legend. It's Daniel Jones down the middle.
Daniel Jones.
It's Jonathan Taylor, who, by the way, the most under-talked about awesome running back in the sport right now, who's leading the league in all-purpose yards.
Yep, and a hat trick today.
6 minutes remaining. 6 minutes.
Music.
Yeah, I didn't join you at all, but
Unbelievable.
yeah,
Touchdown passes, touchdown runs, no turnovers.
Wow. Daniel Jones is doing it over there.
Yeah, and the Super Bowl era to pull that off over the first 3 weeks. Very impressive. All right, coming up, Micah Parsons.
He looks possessed there.
Dallas next week. But first, Toyota's all in all season, rewarding select fans every week. There's football. Predict the second half play for a chance to win big at toyota.com/NFL.
What drives us to live for this game?
Yep.
Here's the catch. Do we enjoy the pain? Is it chasing greatness? Or is it passion? Teetering on madness. We're here for one simple reason. We love football. All in, all season. Toy, let's go places.
Hey, everybody, this week on Today,
Maybe, Rob.
and on the sidelines with Sunday Night Football's timeout coordinator.
Ah, yes, but we're also live with the Ryder Cup as America's top golfers face the best in Europe.
And Hoda is back in Studio 1A with a new project near and dear to her heart all this week. Only on Today.
All right, Savannah and Craig, we also have a
Good night, Doug. Thank you for the help.
The Ryder Cup from Bethpage Black.
Doug and Ken out the door. Working early.
Big Ten Saturday night. And we'll be on site for Micah Parsons' big return to Dallas, the latest chapter in the classic American rivalry.
The Cowboys are called America's team. The title was bestowed, sustained by success, also by swagger, by the star on the helmet and the star in the owner's box. But the Packers might have a more natural.
We're doing a review of next week's game.
Owned by commoners, not kings. They were the NFL's first dynasty. And across time, they kept meeting the Cowboys. They know how to do it. In the Ice Bowl. In the 90s, Dallas won 3 Super Bowls in 4 years. Super Bowl title. Green Bay won the next. 15 years ago, they won in the Cowboys' shiny new home. 3 playoff meetings in the last decade. My goodness, what a play. All won by the Packers. Beginning when Dez caught it, but didn't. They meet again next Sunday night in Dallas, fueled by history and a fresh moon. Micah Parsons coming off the edge in green and gold. America watches.
Oh, that'll be a good game if everybody shows up.
We'll have CeeDee Lamb to watch. He didn't leave today's loss with an ankle sprain. Both he and Jerry Jones sounded optimistic after the game, and Brian Schottenheimer said more testing is needed. Now listen, Giant fans, there's still hope. Home teams are 12-2 this week, and by the way, the Chiefs have never won at the Giants. Good luck in the second half.
This has been the Toyota Halftime. Let's go.
Halftime over. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes till we kick off again. Kansas City to get the ball. We got a final in that game. I don't know. Jen's still listening, hopefully. Mariners have beat the Astros. Mariners have beat the Astros. So let's see where that puts things. We're just looking at wild card right now.
October 21st, only on NBC and Peacock. Are we supposed to play them? Len Stoller Chevrolet has silver on the double cab.
I don't think that game is in there yet.
Or 2.9% financing. And Chevy Blazer EVRs are just $296 a month or 0.9% financing. Now at Len Stoller Chevrolet in Westminster.
Half game right there.
This is Brian. He's on a budget. This is Emma. She's here to help.
My guy Brian can go 40 for the money.
And Red Sox are going right now, too.
And the monkey.
When you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. With Choice One checking, you can get some great extras.
Slow ride. That's one of them down you needed to lose tonight. The other one's not done yet. Got to keep it all close going into this week. Got to keep it lightning close. Red Sox, it is the bottom of the eighth. Bottom of the eighth in Tampa. Tampa has runners at first and second and nobody out. And they are winning 4-3. They're looking for a little insurance. I think I'm going to go to that game live on my other TV. Guide.
With an all-new Equinox LT for just $289 a month with $2,500 down. Or buy a Chevy Colorado Crew Cab for just $29,950 right now at Len Stoller Chevrolet in Westminster. Deborah Wiener, Andre Hopkins on WBAL TV 11 News.
Astros, Cardinals, Giants.
Being an NFL player demands knowledge, preparation, and skill.
Is that? I bet you that's the ESPN game.
Technology. The NFL drives innovation.
Bet you if I go over there, it's on that TV.
Helmet manufacturers with more position-specific models tailored to player roles, and 3D scanning for custom fits to enhance protection and performance, leading to last season having the lowest number of concussions on record. Before any helmet goes on, safety goes in.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the prior.
Nope, that was the Mariners game. How about on this channel?
Without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited. Tonight's first half coverage is presented by Progressive.
Tampa Bay? Nope, they're still going that one. Damn it. Thought they were showing it. I got all excited for a minute. All excited.
Progressive, insurance for coverage you can count on.
To the third quarter we go.
All right, here we go. Third quarter action coming out. Kansas City getting the ball.
And that storyline's powered by AWS. Chiefs' third time in the last 4 games. It includes the Super Bowl. Without a touchdown in the first half. And small numbers for the quarterbacks here, including 39 yards from Russell Wilson after 450 a week ago in Dallas. Wilson gave us big plays in the air.
Yes,
None of those tonight. As a matter of fact, the 2 balls in the air over 20 yards were both intercepted. Somebody searching for win number 1 on the season. 0-2, Giants 0-2.
All right, here we go. Kicking it off. Red Sox or the Rays now have bases loaded and nobody outs. Collected at the 5. Kansas City at the 10, 15, 20, 25. Tackled there at the 26.
Brian, you held this Chiefs offense with 3 field goals. How do you continue to keep them out of the end zone in the second half?
Yeah, defense we played really good. We kept, a couple scrambles there by an elite player and a couple penalties that hurt us. But overall, defensively, we're playing a good football game. Offensively, we got to take care of the ball and convert on third downs. The third downs are what are getting us here.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, Giants really won.
All right, here we go. First down and 10.
First half. That long penalty for pass interference at the end of the half. The Chiefs get 3 to take.
Handoff, short run, Pacheco.
Good to see the Giants. Brian Burns out there. Makes the stop after the gain of about 3 yards.
Yeah, and they're doing a few stunts with those two guys out there. You're starting to see some of the possibilities, right, of what this defense can be. They get Burns going one way, they get Carter going the other way, and this is a much better night for Shane Bowen, the defensive coordinator of the New York Giants. He was under some heat last couple of weeks.
Mahomes going to throw. Caught. Hollywood Brown, former Raven, first down. He has not done for Kansas City what we thought he would do.
That kind of pass rush pressure is get your quarterback out of the pocket. And Hollywood Brown really has been the answer for Patrick Mahomes when it has not gone well. He's had 15 for 129 this season.
First down and 10. First and 10.
On this team.
Change of the play at the line. Handoff right at the middle. Pacheco. Gain of 8.
Over at the 46-yard line, plays college ball at Rutgers, 7th-round pick. Back in his home state here tonight. Good game.
Pacheco's fast. I'm surprised they don't use him more.
You have when you take an edge player like Carter and you put him at off-ball linebacker. It's great when he's rushing the quarterback, but sometimes just sticking up in there and making those tough tackles. So I think Andy Reid may come back here as long as they're going to play that and say, let's just see if we can pound it at these lighter guys some.
Handoff again. Pacheco gets nothing that time. That was a bad handoff, it looked like. Update, Tampa Bay Rays. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Updated score, 6-3 Tampa Bay in baseball.
Looking for behind that. But that was a heck of a play.
3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. Empty backfield for Kansas City. Pressure coming. He gets it off. Caught. Kelsey. Down to the 32. First down, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey.
When he's within 5-10 yards of the line of scrimmage, those one-step little jukes are just so hard to cover. He almost has a patent on some of those plays, and that looks like the Kansas City Chiefs offense.
First down and 10. First and 10. Shotgun, play action, throws, caught. Hollywood Brown, gain of about 7. 2nd and 3.
I thought you were going to predict that play too. That would be so good. They're coming after him with some pressure now too, and Mahomes, they just now they're settling into something here. Don't you get the feeling they went in? I'm sure Andy at halftime was like, guys, come on, we know how to do this. We've seen people blitzes before. We've seen 5-man fronts. Get the ball out of your hands. Some quick, short throws.
2nd down and 3. 2nd and 3. Handoff, end around. First down, Kansas City. Tackled at the 23.
The fighting continues with the veteran secondary Javon Holland. First down, Kansas City.
First down, Kansas City.
And really all Patrick Mahomes was saying there is that if, in fact, Carter rushes, our offensive line is going to slide and take him. But in reality, it was all a bluff because it was a run play. But you've got to treat the run plays just like you do the pass plays, so you make all that noise about what you would do in protection. And it's just the gamesmanship within the game.
First down and 10. Pacheco with a big run.
You're right, that rhythm in Kansas City just looks like they have settled in here on this opening drive of the third.
Well, and that's the other thing you do, Mike. When you've got a team based on speed, you use some misdirection. That time, start going this way and bring it back that way, and you'll see them overrun it a bit. But the Giants defensively are trying to fly to the football and use their speed to their advantage.
The Giants also spinning some guys in there. DJ Davidson in.
Handoff, Pacheco again up the middle.
to the 8-yard line. Dexter Lawrence there for the stop.
Wow.
Others for the Giants. And heading off.
I want to see that whole thing. Wow.
Games we've done with Kansas City, we're kind of rubbing our hands together right now. Oh, what is Andy Reid going to put together? They go into laboratory.
2nd down and 10.
These awesome red zone plays, and so far they just need one to hit. They need to regain a little confidence down in this part of the field.
So Lawrence circle back. He's back in the game.
Mahomes changing the play at the line.
2nd and 6. Again,
2nd and 6. Smith-Schuster inside the 5.
First one there, along with Brian Burns, who's everywhere for this Giants defense. It sets up a big 3rd down.
That was a huge kick by Cleveland to win that game. Huge kick.
He's going to see this screen and come screaming outside here. Go through the blocker, go through his own guy, make the tackle.
What the heck is this?
And I would not be surprised at all if this is considered.
That's great.
Territory here for Kansas City.
A fridge of champions. 3rd down and 3. 3rd down and 3. Shotgun. Look at the throw. End zone. Caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's Thornton.
Like it because was that Burns out there jumped up, sort of got in his way.
Place going crazy. I got to call my DirecTV on Monday.
It's been a long time coming, but that did.
It's great to see. 11 play, 74-yard drive. That's it with the extra point. The Chiefs have a double-digit lead.
All right, Chiefs have a 10-point lead here after that drive. See what the G-men can do on offense here.
What is it that makes an SUV extraordinary?
Well, hang on, Parker. What are you doing? Is it the capability to tackle absurd obstacles?
Stairs? How practical.
Okay. What if I throw a little mud around?
Yeah, that's a classic. Oh, now what?
Stupid Chick-fil-A.
No. Yes.
I kind of figured out why I never want to eat Chick-fil-A anymore. I get it shoved down my throat every day.
Does it need to be roomy enough for the family?
16-6. 8:22 in the 3rd. Red Sox are now down 7-3, and we go to the top of the 9th.
Okay, that's smart.
Still need these people.
Anything else, Parker?
Is it the hybrid engine that goes for miles and miles? What if it's all of that and more?
Well, it's got to be the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid.
There's your answer.
Girl, you're locked in. No, I'm not. Walmart Plus members get to choose which video streaming service we want. No, I'm included, so I can watch what I want. Oh. Well, who knows? Oh my gosh. Yeah, member, he knows better. Walmart.
Reed says it's about time. I need him to throw it to that guy for like 40 yards. I need some yards out of that Thornton guy.
Help keep your business booming or working on the fly with the largest global airport lounge network. There's nothing like closing a deal with an unforgettable dinner and starting your work trip on a high note with the largest curated global hotel program while getting exceptional service worldwide. Thank you so much. With access to over $3,500 in business and travel value annually. There's nothing.
We'll see what happens here with the Giants. I can't get over Daniel Jones going out to the Colts and just tearing it up.
If you can't remember that, the word Corona also works. Corona, la playa awaits.
This week is going to be incredible in baseball. There is a lot of playoffs to still be decided this week in baseball. I will get my baseball streams up on Monday. Let's see what we got Tuesday. Tuesday, we're doing Tigers and Guardians. I can tell you that. Guaranteed. Wednesday, Tigers and Guardians again.
veteran Chiefs kingdom for the moment after a turbulent
Thursday afternoon.
KC up 10, searching for win number 1.
Maybe Orioles and Rays Thursday afternoon. Not to see. I'll have to wait and take a look at my schedule. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Maybe nothing Thursday afternoon. I might take a break. God, do I do Thursday night football or do I do Tigers and Giants or Tigers and Guardians? I guess that comes down to what the deal is with that Tigers and Guardians. If that game is basically for the division, I might have to do that on Thursday night. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Chiefs don't have their swagger back yet. Yeah. First down and 10. This weekend, Scatterboo, nothing. This weekend, Saturday and Sunday games could still decide for Detroit, Cleveland, Houston. I love it. Baseball's coming right down to the very last games. That's what makes it fun.
Indicating earlier, Chris, and has not come back in since. And there he is on the sideline.
Second down and 10. Second and 10. 1 out in the ninth for the Rays. 1 out in the ninth.
Last week against the Eagles, and they're doing it again here tonight.
Russell Wilson going to take off running. He's going to get the first down. Just shy of midfield. He's got it. Philly's already clinched, right, Steph? I'll be covering them all in the playoffs. Trust me. I cannot wait for playoff baseball. What are we looking at? I think that Tuesday, September 30th is the first. Tuesday the 30th. There is 4 baseball games on Tuesday the 30th for playoffs. Play action. Look at the throw.
Well, here, going to run it, and he'll gain about 3 yards on the carry. Omar, a lot, the rookie, makes the tackle.
They gave the kid one play.
Back in. We were around the Giants at practice on Friday, and every time you mention Jackson Dart to someone, everybody's like, every time you see him, they are really excited about it.
Well, the funny part was that he basically spent the whole week playing Patrick Mahomes, and everybody was talking.
2 outs in the ninth of that game. 2 outs in the ninth.
Body positions and twirl around like he looked a little like Patrick Mahomes doing it. We were watching practice.
Wilson, look at the throw. Going to get hit from behind. He's going to get hit from the front. He got hit from all over. Chris Jones got to him. Third down coming up.
There just aren't many guards in all of football that can handle this big guy. He has been their best player on defense for a long time. John Runyon that time. And first sack of the
3 outs. That game is over.
He was saying this is a team that's built to have defensive backs. Get all the sacks. And he was, I'm not playing inside. I'm going.
Everybody is tied for the wild card again. Third and 12. Wilson takes off running. He's going to be short by about 4 yards.
3 yards shy of it. Into KC territory to 48. It's 4th and 4.
4th and 4 here. Giants are going to punt. The fans don't like it. So tied for the wild card right now. You got New York, Boston, Cleveland, and Houston.
And Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs have it going on offense like they.
And over in the AL Central and the AL West, still undecided to who's going to win it. Good stuff. Is that blocked? Almost blocked. 4:38 in the third. Them getting the ball. On Broadway. We'll hang here with you. I know I'm going to go out here.
Jason Kelsey can watch every game every Sunday, all in one place.
But how much energy?
Kelsey's are still getting a ton of commercials. Oh, get off of that screen.
NFL Sunday.
Oh, commercials everywhere.
This Sunday, we need to get every tailgater a Pepsi to amp up their food's flavor. Why would you throw that?
Pepsi does make it taste better.
Trying to get with the part. Maybe a burger?
That was pretty good.
We believe your home isn't a passive investment. It's an active one. Make the
Nathaniel, welcome in. He's going to retire after this season. You're calling for Kelsey? He don't need to play anymore. He's marrying a billionaire. His life's set for the rest of his life.
For a very limited time, we've got free pizza. Yo, tell them what it is.
Buy any large pizza at regular menu price. Get one large one-topping pizza for free.
No, like free food. Yeah, we did do that.
Better ingredients, better pizza.
He can go do his podcast and just have fun. Is he a Hall of Famer, though? Is Kelsey a Hall of Famer is the question.
The NFL is live in Ireland.
That's the question.
Here, our stars come out in the morning. Vikings, Steelers. This Sunday is football.
Next Sunday, 9:30 in the morning. I'm doing the game. Can't wait.
Hey, it's new look. When the tips included, the service is gonna suck.
To be town, and there are church chats and performs. Plus, NFL superlatives. He was voted most likely to get an invite to Taylor Swift's wedding.
There's a Fallon tonight. Why is Jimmy Fallon on tonight? It's Sunday night.
The book on his 20s. Before turning age 30, thirds of Stafford and Manning in passing yards. In touchdown passes, top them all, Marino and Manning. All of this happening before everyone turned 30. And the number that matters, 3. 3 Super Bowl victories along with Brady and
3 Super Bowl victories.
turning 30.
All right, here comes Mahomes.
Celebrating his 30th birthday, Patrick and Travis Kelce opened a restaurant in Kansas City. Had a little family gathering. Kind of quiet. 0-2, you don't want to be out there celebrating too much. But Patrick and his family enjoyed
Handoff up the middle, Pachenko.
4-3. And speaking of running, here's Mahomes on the run.
Here we go. They don't let me draw anymore. They do this Picasso painting on the field for you. Watch all the different places. Looks like a TikTok video or something. You know, when your daughter comes in and says, Dad, you want to do a TikTok video with you? Well, they got it all mapped out. You just run around like that, and great things happen if you're Patrick Mahomes. And this play right here really was just absolutely huge. What we're talking about.
All right, here we go. Second down and 7.
Super quick from 22. Caught the touchdown. Thornton gets to the 26. Wait.
Thornton up to the 26.
Yeah. Mapped out for you. You've done that.
Of course. You haven't done that.
My TikTok, I didn't see it. Maybe I'm not following you.
By next weekend, you will have a TikTok video. You got to put one down.
There's not a chance on planet Earth of that happening.
Okay, so
I'm still going to go look for yours.
So you're saying we have a chance?
No, not at all.
Seriously.
Not for a second.
Third down and 2. Third and 2.
Yourself like that.
Okay.
Third and 2.
Mahomes caught. Is that Gray?
37-yard touchdown to Kelsey on third down to pick it up. It's to Noah Gray.
Noah Gray on the catch.
Yeah, Noah Gray was very good last year. 40 catches, career high, second in receiving touchdowns. So they do have an alternative. They really like Noah Gray. Of course, Kelsey's been all everything around here forever and a day, but they do have 2 tight ends capable of doing a lot of what Kelsey does, not all of what Kelsey does.
Shotgun, looking to throw, checks down to a run. Hunt goes nowhere. Tackled by his hair almost.
Involved in the play. 2 first-round picks for the Giants, Carter and Jackson Dart. A lot of buzz about what Dart might be, and you're seeing what Carter is with his versatility tonight.
Yeah, and really one of the things the Chiefs could use is one of those scat backs. And Rashard Smith is somebody they drafted. He has a little bit of that in him. But they've really got 2 power backs in Pacheco and Hunt. And They just need a couple of free yards in the running game. Just
Second and 8. Second and 8.
guy makes a miss like
Handoff, big run. Hunt again. Third down and 1 at the 46, just shy of midfield.
Add a veteran right around the trade deadline. Get a guy from somewhere to fill a role that they find that they have after the first half of the season.
Goofy guy, WDW. What's up? Welcome in.
Well, and what they really need is a little more diversity on the offense amongst the receivers. Xavier Worthy, Rasheed Rice. When they
Third down and 1. Third down and 1.
like a different football team, they just have to be in position to make a late season run when they get those guys back.
Play action.
Out there, couldn't bring it in. It was incomplete. So
He wasn't looking at him. If he'd have been looking, he would have caught that for a touchdown.
Yeah, that was well set up. That's one of those fake quick screens to the wide receiver on the outside. And then Thornton's going to take off, and he was there. If Mahomes could have just put a little air underneath that one and let Thornton adjust to it, it was more Patrick than it was Thornton.
4th and 1. Timeout Giants. 4th and 1. Timeout Giants. Curtis family, hello. Welcome in.
Some offensive personnel right on the Giants.
Wow.
Process of trying to adjust, and at best, they get a timeout taken by the Giants. There is Brett Veach, who has been such a partner with Andy Reid in this for many years. First 9 years in Philadelphia, dozen in Kansas City, and is part of this group, Chris, that has just built this incredible sustained excellence. If you kind of micromanage a tough start, pull back and you remember 5 of the last 6 Super Bowls. Unprecedented run this team is on.
It really is. And Veach deserves a lot of that credit. He does so much of the work. Of course, Andy's always the final decision maker in anything that they do.
All right, they're going to punt. They changed their mind.
Pieces of the puzzle to allow you to go on those deep Super Bowl runs. Those guys put in unbelievable hours.
So now they bring the punt unit on, and Matt runs it. Set to put it away. Good old Shefsky.
Collected at the 10, out to the 15, 20. Tackled there at the 20. Giants will start there. 1:09 left in the third.
Iconic Chrysler Building across the river in Manhattan.
1:09 left in the third.
It's all NFC West rivals face off as Sam Darnold and the Seahawks take on Kyler Murray and the Cardinals. It's a showdown in the desert.
They got Shabuzi singing that Thursday night theme.
Thursday night football. Seahawks, Cardinals, Polio Pride.
The triple dipper, only at Chili.
Minute 9 left in the third when we come back. Giants ball.
Honey Chipotle Crispers, big mouth bites, and yep, I'm officially hungry now. The Chili's triple dipper, taste with all the hype's about.
What's up, Zach? Check out the deco.
T-Mobile's got home internet, and it's just $35 a month.
Our echoes are all going. T-Mobile's got home internet, just $35 a month. That's
Oh, boy. This game's not over yet. Kansas City can't just assume they have this. After all the craziness that we've seen today in the NFL. We have seen some craziness today.
We just can't stop being American. We're body slams and blue suede shoes, rock and roll, jazz and blues, rockin' mullets and rat pack suits. Even our grandmas have tattoos. So get out there, take your swings, let your engines and let freedom ring, and never, ever, ever stop being American. Nothing stops America, and nothing stops Ram.
Plum Island Games is back! Your favorite Islanders are getting physical in high-stakes challenges to win the ultimate game of love. This season, your vote determines their fate.
Tonight's SNF sites are provided by Nationwide. Opened around 1982 or so, the Intrepid.
Look at that. That's pretty awesome.
Legendary aircraft carrier Intrepid.
That's awesome.
Museum taking you back through a lot of military history.
Wow, that's cool.
New Yorkers know that. New Yorkers know that guy too. Football fans. Steve Spagnuolo did such a.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Yeah, I get you, Nathaniel.
Returns here and watching his Chiefs defense do a job.
Play action. Wilson gets it off. Scatterboo out to the 30, out to the 40. First down. Can't let that guy run wild.
Just a quick check down, but for Giants fans, okay, it's a frustrating year. We haven't won a game. We're behind in this game. But let's get it to Scatterboo and just have him stick his helmet right in the belt of Watson. And they're good. Okay. We're good. We got our money's worth.
Short run. And the scrum keeps going to get a first down almost. Wow.
Johnson runs it right towards that first down marker on the other side of midfield. And it is the Giants' first down. Second-year man at Penn State. As we get to the end of the third quarter, only points. A Chiefs touchdown. Kansas City looking for win one on top of the Giants.
We are going to the commercial break. We're going to the fourth quarter. Dun, dun.
Oh, you need my beautiful new ride? Well, with Progressive Name Your Price tool, I went and found the right auto insurance rate for me. You know this thing can traverse any terrain. Terrain? No, that's not what you call your auntie.
It's been a crazy day.
Like finding auto insurance coverage that's right for you with Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Wait, what happened to the poop?
Oh, well, you know, I think it disappeared with his hairline.
Handling what your loved ones say about you. Not so much.
Digital world is coming to destroy yours.
Here's that. So many movies out there.
Get tickets now. The corporate power move, like direct eye contact, showing up late on purpose.
So busy.
Or the highbrow entrepreneur in a lowbrow hoodie. And the old, sorry, this is the only 20 minutes I had. Sorry, this is the only 20 minutes I had. But the real power move, having next level control of shipments across your supply chain. FedEx, the new power move.
It's Subway's new Fresh Fit menu, featuring the grilled chicken and avocado, with 35 grams of protein, a full serving of veggies, and our Baja Chipotle sauce, all under 500 calories. Keep moving with Subway's new Fresh Fit menu. Subway, eat fresh, feel good.
Carolina, Texas, California, Summer voice is blessed by the grace of God.
What? They really push his voice. I've never really watched that show.
The Voice, tomorrow on NBC and Peacock.
It's only 3 days every 2 years, but it might be the best event in the sport. The Ryder Cup. It starts on Friday, NBC.
I've never been big on the Ryder Cup.
The 45th Ryder Cup, about 45 miles east of here at Bethpage Black, legendary public track, and it will be, as it has been for a couple of U.S. Opens, some scene there with the fans. New York City area, metropolitan area, has only seen the Ryder Cup here once before in Ridgewood, or Paramus, New Jersey, about 12 miles from here back in 1935. But USA, Europe, there'll be a lot of yelling and screaming in the hotel room watching that next weekend.
First down and 10.
Great events of any sport.
Can't wait for it coming up this weekend.
Wilson throws. Caught.
Playing with those 2 feet inbounds, however. comes from the official usually indicates Wandale Robinson was.
He was out of bounds.
A lot of conversation here on what happened.
Yeah, he's out of bounds.
Both out. Back in. First to touch. Well, nice play. Trying to leave the feet in there. With
Nice play.
Feet were in bounds, but.
Why can I never get that over? Tabby, I'll be back in 1 sec.
Offense number 17. Receiver was first to catch the pass after having been out of bounds. Lost it down at the flow of the snap. Second down.
And that's really what they've been reduced to here tonight. They are just basically taking away Malik Neighbors. And every time Russell Wilson gets impatient and tries to go there, all of a sudden he ends up with one intercepted. So if the Giants are going to make a comeback here, it's probably Darius Slayton. It's probably Wandale Robinson, Scatterboot, Theo Johnson, because they just have been unable to get Neighbors even started.
He has no catches. The Giants receivers in total have 2 catches. Here through 3 quarters of the play.
He got him. He knows the blitzing, but now it looks like Bolton checked out of it.
Fun game. They only bring 4. The throw is complete for a short gain. That's the first time for Neighbors. And the Antsy fans, I'm so happy to see their terrific receiver finally get one in his hands.
Yeah, by the time that Russell Wilson got that audible out, then you had already seen Nick Bolton check their blitzing. There's no question. Watch. And now they're going to drop back into there, which is going to give a little space over here to Neighbors, which he hasn't had all night. But once you cross the 50, you can expect pressure out of the Chiefs.
Wilson taking a shot deep and in coverage for Neighbors, and it's broken up and incomplete. Ryan Cook is down, grabbing his head. Neighbors also shaken up as well, as they were both airborne trying to go up and get it.
And that is a big issue right there for the New York Giants.
2 important players for each team. The safety, Neighbors, the receiver. Here it is.
Like, did Cook get kicked by Neighbors accidentally?
He's grabbing the back of his head. Neighbors went to grab his shoulder. To see Neighbors getting up for the Giants. Athletic training staff for the Chiefs continues to look at their starting safety, Brian Cook.
Week 3 concludes with Monday Night Football. Then Week 4 kicks off with Thursday Night Football. Stream games live on your mobile device with NFL Plus.
The choices that we make can change lives.
We've had a pretty good run.
We still have more to do.
This can go the easy way or the hard way.
We know what we're doing. So let us do it. And send his murderer to prison. I got this. We're going to get a lot done.
New Law and Order Thursday on NBC and Peacock.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks, like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes stated.
Get 2.9% financing for 72 months on all 2025 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $4,350 total value on this Silverado. Plus, get $3,750 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Wait, you gave yourself a flu vaccine?
At your house?
How? Flu mist. It's a flu vaccine you give yourself.
Yeah, at home.
You do what at home? Flu mist home. What? Flu mist home. A vaccine delivered to your home? Yes.
Give yourself a shot? No, it's a mist that goes up my nose. My mom does it.
And it works.
Yeah, it's the same flu vaccine you get at the doctor's or pharmacy.
So easy. Even you can do it, Chief.
Flu Mist is a nasal spray flu vaccine for people aged 2 to 49. Don't get Flu Mist if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its components, eggs, or to other flu vaccines. Do not give Flu Mist to children or adolescents taking aspirin therapy. Tell your healthcare provider about all your medical conditions, including asthma, wheezing, or Guillain-Barré syndrome, and about all the medicines you take. Runny or stuffy nose, sore throat, or fever may occur.
So I can order Flu Mist online.
Yeah, just go get your phone. Get flu protection without the injection. Order at flumist.com.
Tonight's matchup is brought to you by Land Stoller Automotive.
Well, the good news is both players got up and walked off. We mentioned Neighbors before we went to break. Here's Brian Cook walking off as well. Landed awkwardly on his head here as Neighbors went up to break up the pass. So he lands there. It's down for about half of that commercial break, but does walk off the field with the athletic training staff. So they look at both of the injured players, and the Giants have their offense out there down 10 a minute into the fourth and going for it on the fourth and a half dozen.
Yeah, Brian Cook's been one of their best players and replaced now by Roland Wallace, who also had the pick.
So it was 30 on the 35-yard line. James Hickson, safety, dropping back. Wilson throws inside, complete. Giving up to catch it over the ball of Robinson into the hands of Jamari Connor. Trent McDuffie got a hand on it. It's now being called an incomplete pass. Or they say he's down first. Let's see. The official has made two signals from the side as he comes in. We also have a penalty flag down at the 42-yard line. Chiefs offense retreating from out by the numbers back to their own sideline.
Pass interference. Defense, number 22. First down, foul.
On Trent McDuffie, and the Giants come up with a fourth down conversion.
Had to have it, and McDuffie clearly has been the dominant player in the secondary for this Chiefs team. But right now, for the New York Giants, it's just one of those moments, right? They got plenty of time in this game. They just need to go down and put some points on the board. They have it. Just at this point, Russell Wilson has lost his patience a few times, taken a few deep shots that really should not have been taken, and they're staying in these two deep safety looks. So the answer should be running the football and short, complete passes.
Lost us off the edges pass. Wilson has to check it down. It is skipped up and is forward. Forward cuts it in the first down to the 28-yard line. You hear the crowd every time he touches the ball. They get to the edge of their seat and start to cheer.
Yeah, I was afraid Russell was going to throw that one deep down there. Really, he desperately wants to. It's what he does best, playing the quarterback position. You go, and then he finally just checks it down. But Scatterboo's been so good running after the catch. There's nothing wrong with that. That guy's picking up extra yardage every time he touches the ball.
It's 91 to the Giants, 181. This is popped down to Preston and Hurts, the tight end. Touch for him to the 21-yard line. Got born in the Bronx, played his college football at Canisius, and now Jackson Dart will come in the game for the Giants.
And so far, we have only seen him running. We have not seen him throw the ball. You watch him in preseason, probably his strength were the really quick reads and get the ball out of his hands. See if this is his first pass as a pro.
Second and 3, Dart gives Scatterboo run to the 11, first down Giants. Wilson stays on the sideline.
And maybe a little bit of that read option is going to help, because what we know is that Jackson Dart is very efficient running that, and he also has the possibility of running the ball, which may be creating some room inside for Scatterboo. So they have to defend Dart as well.
12 to give. Scatterboo inside. 3 yards to the 9-yard line. Wilson takes a few steps off the sideline, comes in. Dart heads out.
So here's what I'm talking about. Here's the read guy who can't go flying inside because Dart might take off that way. He does make the tackle, but not until he's 5 or 6 yards down the field. And I don't think Russell Wilson presents that same threat.
Neighbors back in, making sure everybody knows he's there. From the 9, Wilson on the move, throws underneath. It is caught by Slayton. He stopped at the 6th. The Giants will have 3rd down and 4. With the 1st down, 6 for the touchdown, and a Chief is injured back near the line of scrimmage. It's Charles Menahue, the defensive lineman. Mike Dana out of the lineup tonight, so more action for Menahue, who was out for a good part of 2024's start after injuring his ACL in the AFC Championship game in 23.
Oh, Scatterboo about took his ribs apart.
Wow. Kind of interesting, Chris. You look at the draft class for the Giants, right? You've seen that dual corner on defense. Scatterboo. Bo is in there playing left tackle. Dart comes in, gives you a little bit. There are other rookies contributing. There's some young talent here, and they're giving this team an energy that was missing from the Giants last year. And you're seeing it in different ways tonight.
And you're also feeling it from the crowd every time they take Jackson Dart out of the game.
Right? There's 3rd and 4 for the Giants here. 4 minutes into the 4th quarter. And remember, the Giants had field goal issues with Graham Gano, who's battling a groin injury. 4, Wilson keeping, and he is caught. Trying to escape after the fake. George Karlaftis is there to get him. And on 4th down, looks like the Giants are going to field goal, I believe. Yes, they are. They're going to try field goal with Gano. So we watched Gano come out to try field goals at halftime while the band was playing, and then a little bit after that, it was a marching band at halftime. He kicked them. They were not very high. They didn't go very far, and he was in a ton of discomfort after each kick.
But this is more of a half wedge here.
Yes, but that's all you can do.
Yeah.
From 25 yards. Now you see him double over after he kicked it. But it is good. And the Giants are within 1 score. The 38-year-old, his 205th NFL game. Respect from his teammates for feeling it out. Watch him after he kicks this. Oh, it hurt. But it is good.
Visit your local Acura dealer for attractive offers on a new vehicle.
All right. Same thing?
Yep. This is our year.
You know,
I need to take a quick break more often.
without needing the most expensive plan.
Look at Debbie and Go Mini killing the place here. Good job, Debbie and Go Mini. Way to go. Way to go, guys.
Get the all-new iPhone 17 Pro on us. Designed to be the most powerful iPhone.
130 people in here. 12 subscribers. We needed 12 new subscribers to get over that number. We are so close. And we got a 16-9 game here. Ashley May, hello. Come on, Giants. I bet $10, my friend, you guys will win.
I never do this.
That's funny. That's good stuff. Balaban, hello. Welcome in. Doug the Pug is on my TV. Doug the Pug.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico. Lowe's knows tackling projects now.
Hanging in there. Hoping this one holds out here for me. Keith Winter, my good friend. Can't wait to see Keith in December. It's going to be great to hang out with you for a bit.
As new editor-in-chief, I believe that the Truth Teller could once again become a great paper.
Did anybody hear that?
Isn't a byline like the article's very last line? It's like,
Bryn Finley Dykes, hello from the UK. It's like 4 in the morning over there. Holy, good Lord. Welcome in, Bryn. Hit that subscribe today. Welcome in.
By AT&T, connecting changes everything. This is Vito's place in Hoboken, and he makes
Well, these sandwiches look good.
Taylor ham, egg, and cheese. And the Taylor is John Taylor, not the guy who won 3 Super Bowls with the Niners.
That's a good-looking sandwich right there.
He was a farmer back in the 1800s who wanted to make some ham that was inexpensive but would stay on the shelf. Taylor.
10-12 left in the game here.
I didn't. I'm just providing information that they provided.
Here it comes out at the 15, at the 20. Hit hard right there at the 23. They're going to start right there.
Let's take a look at the 4K Sky Cam delivered by Walmart Plus, and ordinarily it's Dexter Lawrence who's delivering big hits on the
Mahomes wants to try to drive them down for some type of a score here. They drive down to get a score here. They might be able to kind of put the game away for them.
Get jump started at all. He had an issue with his elbow last year, and then you see the 2 big guys that best. Trey Smith, Reed Humphrey.
Handoff Pacheco. Up the middle, gain of 5, second down.
Dexter Lawrence. Patrick Mahomes was talking about last night how he can change the game so much. His numbers here tonight, Melissa.
Yeah, and we've been watching him down here.
No, he's not taking kickoffs. I haven't seen him do that yet.
Didn't go into medical tent, but they were massaging his left elbow.
Second down and 6. Second and 6.
He was grimacing in pain, and Chris mentioned it. It's worth noting he dislocated that same elbow last year in his final 5 games of the season.
Play action. Mahomes runs, throws off the back foot, incomplete. He was under pressure big time.
So the big 3rd down for this Giants defense, and Lawrence back in.
Man, these guys close fast, don't they? Watch Thibodeau coming off the edge there, and John Taylor tried to get his speed.
They didn't block Thibodeau very good at all there.
Just flew right past him. He looks terrific to me this year. Big play in the game right here. The Giants have a chance if they can make this stuff.
3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. Shotgun, looking to throw. Mahomes off his back foot, caught.
For the 1st down, 2 in the area. Tyquan Thornton comes up with his 2nd big grab of this 2nd half.
Thornton with a big grab. 1st down.
Taking one for the club. Watch the shot that Mahomes takes at the end of this one. Abdul Carter is going to loop around.
They're at the 27. That's a 20-yard catch right there.
Tyquan Thornton now has come.
Watch the stream, Balabon.
Look at that shot. Multiple big plays for the Kansas City.
1st down and 10. I'm describing everything, buddy. Quick out, dumped off to the running back. Gain of 7 or 8. They're down by 7.
Different look out of those running backs. Takes it to the Giants 44, gain of 8 with 8.5 left in regulation.
Yeah, I tried to set up.
Off to the Giants 44, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Debbie, how many yards receiving does Thornton for Kansas City have? How many yards receiving does Thornton have? 2nd and 2.
Chiefs trying to get win one.
Play action, caught across the middle. Hollywood Brown, 1st down.
To get a Chiefs 1st down.
And one of the reasons that the Giants have been able to send so much pressure after Mahomes is they've been playing a lot of man coverage on the back.
1st down and 10.
Sometimes you get confused and you see somebody in the secondary giving up a pass, that time of Debo. But these guys have been under a ton of pressure because they have no choice. You have to get hits on.
1st down and 10. 1st down and 10. Handoff. Pacheco gets nothing. 2nd down and 10. He got nothing on that.
When he was with the Colts at the start of his career, big tackler, and same has been true since he's been with the Giants.
16 tackles he had in week 1, and you can see this guy reads it so fast. And really, you might as well throw him into that speed category, because a lot of times he's right around the line of scrimmage, and oftentimes he's either the 4th or 5th or 6th blitzer on a play.
2nd down and 10. Mahomes going down the thing. Caught. What a catch. Is that a touchdown? Touchdown, Thornton, Kansas City. How big of a touchdown was that? 30. He had 38 yards. He's got more than that now. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Clap your hands! Going to be called incomplete there.
Catches it, knees come down, but he's got to survive the ground, quote unquote, in that situation.
Video assistance for ruling his incomplete pass.
Oh! Incomplete. 3rd down. He didn't hold on to it.
Another bonus for video.
Welcome in, Johnny Cage.
Yeah, that was one of those chance plays on defense. They rushed everybody. We were talking about sometimes they bring Okereke right in there, which means now you're purely one-on-one on the outside with a guy that can really run. And Thornton did everything right, just couldn't survive the ground. That's so much harder than it sounds.
3rd down and 10.
This is 3rd and 10. Field goal is 53 yards. The Giants fumble to stop them 2. Trying to get a loss of yardage, making it much longer.
I need Thornton to get me 13 yards. Shotgun, going to throw. Down the field he goes again. He caught that one. They're going to mark him at the 1. They're going to mark him at the 1. He caught that one.
Almost made the one before that. Watch the turn and the focus, and he squeezed that.
Wow.
That is fantastic. And Thornton had another one last week. Could have been an additional 50-yard touchdown. And Patrick Mahomes just missed him. So this guy now is starting to take the role that Xavier Worthy.
Thornton, 71 yards.
Stretch that defense big time.
1st and goal here. 1st and goal. Up the middle. Touchdown there for Kareem Hunt.
Clap your hands!
The late flag.
We got a late flag.
Perhaps off the celebration, the continued policing of unsportsmanlike conduct that the players were instructed about. And this is one of the things they were told they can't do, the throat slash.
The touchdown will count. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense number 29. That penalty will be enforced on the try. That's number 29's first and sportsmanlike conduct foul towards potential disqualification.
Wow.
Yep.
Can't make that throat slash. We shouldn't make that. That's not a good thing to make.
Hunt is 2nd stint with the Chiefs, now 30 years old, at his first rushing touchdown of this season. The Giants had a couple of 3rd downs, a couple opportunities to get the Chiefs off the field. Tyquan Thornton's magic, and Mahomes just continuing to put the ball in the right spot, get the job done. It was 48 yards for 1 point.
No good. 22-9, no good.
4 missed kicks here for Butker in the first 3 games, and the penalty by Hunt cost his team a point. Tyquan Thornton's 4-star catches on this night. Help put the Chiefs down there to take the lead.
6 minutes left in this game. 6 minutes.
When you decide to step up to this kind of play, this kind of fun. This kind of experience.
Hey guys, why are you just like you're in a boy band?
Let the games begin. Nintendo Switch 2 altogether, anytime, anywhere. Rated E for everyone.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing this trainer, but getting that trainer.
All right. 6 minutes.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Ooh, stuffed up again?
So congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Just Sinex. Breathe. What is wrong? Sinex. Breathe. To find your way, sometimes you have to pave it yourself.
Can one of the mods let them know in the other stream will be there as soon as the game's over? We got a couple minutes left, please. Todd's going back to sleep.
CRV we've ever dreamed of. It's now part of the Honda Trail Sport lineup. Sucks you have to work on a Sunday. Does it though?
How about dogs?
Okay.
I brought Peyton Manning.
I brought Peyton Manning.
For Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Every case requires patience, time. The brain is fragile. It can only take so much. He has the control of his arm.
Dude's got a mean left hook.
We've been acquainted.
Brilliant Minds, tomorrow on NBC and Peacock.
Well, the Giants have struggled at home over the last couple of years, especially last year. Only one win last year over the last 10 seasons, under 400 winning percentage.
10 subscribers away from our goal tonight. Thank you for everybody hitting it up.
Their home record in 2024, and this year, these tickets look good. You can see a lot of good teams. Problem is, they're going to see a lot of wins, and that's a lot of what the leadership of the Giants is trying to do and figure out. We mentioned John Mara, the longtime president, CEO of this team.
Here comes the kick.
And Joe Shane, good draft, a lot of young players here, but results are needed. And the Giants.
10, 20, 25, 30, 35. Singletary out to almost the 37 on the return.
Chris, you're going to get early in the season, right? You saw the excitement with Russell Wilson. Question is, what happens over the next 3, 4, 5 weeks? Because if you drafted a first-round quarterback, what do you always say to me? Yeah, you drafted him for the coach that's going to take your place. And, and that's the way it is. And I'm sure
Thank you, Debbie.
That the Giants and Brian Daboll would love to see Jackson Dart. We've seen him a couple times. Then they take him out as they get a couple runs going down, the read option and stuff working, and you could hear the crowd kind of murmuring and going, is this what we want or not?
Scatterboo run for 9 yards.
On Jackson Dart, they don't want to put him in there too soon. But at some point, you also drafted him in the first round for a reason, and you're sitting there staring at 0-3.
5:39 on the clock. Shotgun 2nd and 1. Scatterboo again. First down.
Scrimmage yards. She's had a good night here tonight. Melissa.
Yeah, Mike, continuing that conversation, I talked to Eli Manning, who knows very well what it's like to be a rookie and sit behind a veteran quarterback and learn. He sat behind Kurt Warner for half of his rookie season. He told me he believes this is the perfect situation for Jackson Dart.
Wilson sacked at the midfield stripe.
Who got sacked there by George Karlaftis back at midfield.
Going under 5 minutes.
5 yards. And we did mention it briefly earlier. Look, Patrick Mahomes is the guy in the National Football League. 3 Super Bowls and all that he's done in his now 7+ years as the starting quarterback. He didn't play to the last week of his rookie season, and everybody around the Chiefs tells you how valuable that was.
Wilson's going to throw on the run. Caught.
5-yard line. Very close to the first down.
Slayton.
Jalen Watson tackle.
And I'm going to try to say this diplomatically.
First down and 10.
There is a level of excitement inside that building that surrounds Jackson Dart. It's not going
Flags everywhere. Singletary caught for a couple.
It's unmistakable. And it's not just 1 or 2 people. It's everyone who you mentioned his name. So, wow.
Yeah, and team.
Yeah, there you go, Road Warrior. That's all the chatter, right?
Having fun on the scout team, and You can tell he's a guy that just loves football.
Illegal shift. Offense number 18. 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Illegal shift, 5-yard penalty, replay first down.
Doesn't it to wait and let him be ready? Because I thought Mike Kafka, ironically enough, drafted by Andy Reid, worked with Andy Reid as a coach. I thought he gave us real good perspective on the rookie quarterback. Kafka is the offensive coordinator for the Giants.
Yeah, and perspective is great unless you're in New York City, and then that's about 15 seconds.
And we're on.
Pressure coming. Wilson about to get swallowed up again. Gets it off. Complete to Bellinger. Second down.
4-15 to go.
And the Kansas City Chiefs defense is fantastic. And their early schedule is really, really tough. So at what point do you want to put in a Jackson Dart, even if you did want to put him in? You don't want
handoff, short run, Singletary. 3rd down and 5. 3rd down and 5.
Where you pick a soft spot, you get him in, you try and make it all look good. But going against Steve Spagnuolo in this defense, it is hard for the best of the quarterbacks in the National Football League. Very difficult to crack.
Gonna throw. Pressure coming. Throwing down the field. Got a man. Incomplete.
Not close.
Was looking for neighbors. Nowhere near him. 4th and 5.
3rd rounder at the comfort for KC.
But it was, it was interesting for me. Were they going to continue to play that soft coverage? And clearly it frustrated Russell Wilson. He had that 40-point game or whatever it was the other day against Dallas. They were bombs away, and everybody was making plays. Malik Neighbors here and there.
4th down and 5. 4th down and 5. Big play here.
Malik Neighbors beat him. And it frustrated Russell Wilson, and the other guys weren't good enough to pick up the slack and carry the load.
4 coming. Wilson throws. Caught. 1st and goal. Robinson on the catch.
22 to go. Giants have a couple of timeouts as they hope to score on this side of the 2-minute warning. Get the ball.
Wilson looking to throw. Incomplete.
Moves it up the tunnel. 3:10 left.
3:10 on the clock.
This is a very brave catch going down the field because you will see he's going to take a shot. It was Jamari Connor who was chasing him down the field, and great throw by Russell Wilson. Zip it right in over the top of the coverage, and you need a receiver, even your smallest receiver, to have the guts to make that play.
Chris, they did too attention there. I chuckled before you started the replay because Andy Reid was starting to walk out to the official going, come on, he truly did throw it up the tunnel.
So they're going to call.
Get the flag. You'll see there is a receiver to the left side there, but there's the receiver. There's the tunnel. There's a guy in a Scatterblue jersey, 44, so maybe he thought he was eligible.
2nd and goal. They move him back 10 yards.
Scatterblue doesn't know Jurassic has 63 cameras here, and he's working his phone. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. Wilson's going to run. 3rd and goal.
Not met with the approval of the paid customers.
What was that call?
It's tough. Russell came in here tonight leading the league in passing yards.
3rd and goal. 3rd and goal.
He's getting booed. That's what happens when you draft the first-round quarterback.
Pressure coming. About to get hit. Throws it away. Incomplete. 4th and goal coming.
The camera well over there is where the ball ended up. No intentional grounding, and there is Steve Spagnuolo. As we say, Chris, with a lot of young players over the last couple of years.
2:35 on the clock.
Really one of the great jobs by a coordinator.
Yeah, and I think Andy Reid gave a nod when he did not go for it on 4th and 2 about midfield like he did last time, saying, I know my defense can win the game from here.
4th and goal. Coming at him again. Wilson underneath. Thrown to nobody. Turnover on downs. Wilson threw it to nobody. Wow.
Giants get down in the red zone, do not even threaten. And the Chiefs will take over up 13.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car.
Yeah, too late to matter. Kind of crazy.
The Georgia bark at my boss would be appropriate. Go, dogs. Yeah. So we need. That's not. Checking Allstate first, smart. Barking at my boss, dumb.
Appreciate all the moderators being here today. Thank you for your help. Appreciate that. Thank you to Mr. Thibodeau for gifting a membership of this stream and your support all day. Thank you. Thank you to Debbie. Thank you to Kay Wilby. Mrs. Thibodeau.
For years, everyone thought
Very grateful.
had the best network because they did. But now the best mobile network in the U.S.
2:35 on the clock. They got the 2-minute warning and 2 timeouts. If Kansas City gets one set of first downs, they can stop. They can just take the game pretty much.
So you can text and instant talk and say, "You won't believe where I am." Seriously. All right. Hey, I got signal.
Carne asada is back at Chipotle. It's our most tender steak, expertly grilled throughout the day, expertly seasoned with garlic, cumin, and coriander, expertly crafted just.
Waiting for them to come back here.
Carne asada like Chipotle. Nobody.
This is where my love of the game was born. But they're taking that love even farther. Where end zones are wherever you run out of grass. And the score is not nearly as important as how you celebrate.
We helped grow the game. They're taking it where it's never been.
Where will you take it next?
Thank you, ZM. Appreciate you. Try to work hard as we can to do the best we can for everybody out there watching. That's our focus.
Coming up right after the game, it'll be the Chevrolet post game. Melissa will speak with the stars of the game, and Chris and I look ahead to next Sunday night in Arlington, Texas. Packers and Cowboys coming up.
Yeah, they still don't look consistent yet, Reed. I agree with you. They still don't look fully consistent yet. First down and 10.
He's at least 4 catches in every game that he has played.
Pachenko for 5 yards.
Take their first here.
Giants taking a timeout. SGA, thank you. Hey, Pete, you're the GOAT on YouTube. Love the content. Thank you, SGA Sports Talk. Thank you to SGA Sports Talk channel. We appreciate you. Very nice to you, the 199. We're always grateful for any bit of support that we get.
The Giants defense played pretty well tonight, and they did okay and hung in there with Patrick Mahomes. But in the end, the Giants just can't put offense and defense together. They just can't do it.
Now you see what the Chiefs had and why this was an important game. They get on the board. They don't fall 3 games behind the Chargers. They've already lost. The Ravens next Sunday at Arrowhead. Then they go to Jacksonville. Jags off to a good start. We'll see them against the Lions coming up on a Sunday night in Week 6.
Shotgun, handoff up the middle. Hunt gets about 1 yard. They're going to take another quick timeout.
Speaking of the Chargers, they are here. Coach Harp says the Chargers to 3-0. They come in, and then the Giants will go to New Orleans. The Saints just got cleaned out by Seattle this week. But Philly,
Man, they got a tough schedule too. Eagles are 3-0. They got them twice in 3 weeks. They got the Eagles twice in 3 weeks for the Giants. Who put that schedule together?
So I think a lot of the Jackson Dart discussion is partially based on that, right? You might picture that Saints game.
Thank you. I appreciate it, SGA.
We can go give them a shot there. You got the Eagles 2 out of 3 weeks, and like, no thanks, right? So at some point he's going to be in. I mean, let's not panic over it. You know he's going to play. But I do think there's something to, and it won't just be Brian Daboll's decision. It'll be management. It'll be the general manager. At some point, that move will be made this year, and they're going to wait until they think he's ready. And that puts a lot of pressure on Brian Daboll.
Play action. Mahomes going to throw. Going down the field. Incomplete. Almost picked off. Why the heck would you do that? Why would... That was stupid.
For the freebie here and go over the top. But when that thing is at all covered in this game, you throw it. Well, you can't throw it in the front row. I know now you can't do that anymore. That used to be fine, but you can't do that. But you definitely throw that somewhere other than there.
LPSPS. Dart is not playing, no. Delford Marshall, welcome in. Let's go, Chiefs. Oh, they hit the kicker. Is there a flag?
The 39-yard line with 2.
Is there a flag? Doesn't look like it.
Boy, all the special teams plays we saw.
Wow.
Chris, we almost saw another one. Carter off the edge, pressure in the middle. The big part. Bo Collins, 81, was off the edge.
I was more surprised to see that ball come out of there. Man, that was close. But that would have bounced right in the end zone, and who knows what would have happened out of that.
All right, 2:04 left on the clock.
That we saw today.
I mean, I would stay with Wilson and let Wilson get beat up. You keep that kid, let him sit for a little bit. You know? Let him sit and watch till you can build up enough of a team around him. I don't think that Wilson's really the problem. I think it's your line that's not giving Wilson any hardly time to get stuff done.
John Runyon Jr. His dad a long time in the league, 14-year career, served in Congress, vice president of rules administration.
Shotgun, looking to throw underneath, caught. Neighbors, short catch.
Takes a big stick as well from Noel Williams. As that play gets us to 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning.
13, and we turn our attention to the big one with the big storyline next Sunday night.
The Cowboys trading Micah Parsons to Green Bay. Packers getting a superstar.
Green Bay is going to go into Dallas ticked off after losing. Daboll was a one-season wonder. Not bad. Rob says he agrees.
Looking forward to that game before the trade happened. Then the trade happens, and all of a sudden it becomes an event. Micah Parsons and Dak Prescott on opposite sides of the football. Packers and Cowboys next Sunday night.
There's always a little bit of a soap opera when you head down to Dallas.
Second down and 6. Second and 6.
Bigger this time around, though.
It sure did. Bunch of Micah Parsons as they played against Cleveland today, and then the stunning finish with the Browns coming back at the end.
Second down and 6. Wilson about to get hit, runs out, throws it underneath, incomplete.
Noel Williams, that's a rookie corner who we've called his name a bunch, and I think he's one of the guys we'll see as this season goes.
No, Eli Manning has been long retired, Balaban.
And he was saying, I really believe in getting those guys in the game. And so they were going to play some guys that ordinarily wouldn't play so much. And Noel Williams, one at the top.
Third down and 6.
Norman Lott, another one. Ashton Gelati, another one. But they want them ready for when they have to play with somebody else.
Quick out, incomplete. See, Wilson's not even in sync with his wide receivers right now. Both his receivers were just running long, and he threw it hot. Well, Rob, when was the last time you heard the Giants drafting a bunch of linemen in the upper levels? They never do that. They're always going after specialty players. You got to build up your line. You got to give your quarterback time to get it to specialty players. 4th and 6. Pressure coming. Wilson goes down.
It'll be a gain of 2 yards technically on a run, and
that's going to do it.
And the Giants will fall to.
Giants cannot stop the clock. Let's fix this real quick.
Get their first win of the season.
Yeah. 2 bad offensive performances by the Giants, 1 bad defensive performance, and
come on, computer.
Relief, right? I mean, they just needed a win. There was a path for the New York Giants to win this football game tonight. There really was, and
so the Giants are going to go to 0-3.
For the Kansas City Chiefs, but they came out. I don't know what.
Chiefs are going to go to 1-3.
They came out that first drive, and it was like,
or 1-2.
Was waved, and it was like, oh, the Chiefs are back.
Right.
Somebody turned.
All right, they're taking knees.
Everything was fine.
The crispness to it, right? Misdirection, key passes were working, all that stuff. 4 catches for Kelsey, only 26 yards.
Thank you to the moderators. Thank you to the members. Again, thank you to Jason. Appreciate you all. We'll be back tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, Ravens and the Lions. I'll see if my Ravens can handle a really good Lions team coming in. Getting ready to take a second knee. That's pretty much going to do it.
Do with this team, you know?
That will do it. They can take another knee at the 42nd mark, and that'll end it. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you being here. We'll see you next time on the broadcast. Hit that sub on the way out. Really would appreciate it.